All right, YouTube, you might as well go ahead and get excited about it. Supposed to be getting some really big news today. Wait till everybody starts getting in here. Ayo, what's good, RJ? What's going on, Pawn? Zokai, Sup, Nep, Duck and Trucker. What's going on? What's going on with everybody? Y'all excited about it, man? What's good, Prince? What's good? What's good? I think we got another, what, 13 minutes or so before it starts? Oh, 12 minutes, excuse me. Said no. No, I haven't seen the Widow changes. I've been staying off of Twitter. What's going on, dropping? Oh, that's you changed your YouTube name. I could barely see the profile picture. Yeah, man, most definitely Subnip. I streamed the other day. I don't know if you were around for it though. What's new for you? Yeah, man, the spoilers, man. I got on. I didn't think the leakers were going to be leaking this early, man. I guess NetEase is trying to build that hype up. Nothing wrong with that. Hopefully, there's some big changes, man. I'm expecting a Widow rework. I'm expecting a bunch of characters to get buffed, some to get nerfed. Hopefully, not Blade, because I just started my Lord journey with Blade. Hey, what's good, Grape? Oh yeah. We're trying to change it up a little bit, Trucker. What's going on with you, man? You doing all right? You on the road? Or you back home? The BP arc? Probably, absolutely never. I don't know. Maybe one day if the community asks for it. Y'all excited though, man? I'm really hoping that they're not like just about to do their normal like dev vision and like the character reveal. I'm actually hoping that they've been like working on some crazy stuff here, and not just gonna be like, yo, we we got like a whole bunch of new Gooner skins. Man, don't worry, I'm not hating on Gooner skins. I'm just saying. I just got back on the road yesterday. How long do you usually stay on the road, Trucker? You got like a usual time period, or you're excited about it? 612. These people, I'm seeing like a Google Translate thing next to people. Oh, okay, I see. I have to actually like hover over it and switches over. Okay. What language is that originally, Sama? Where you watching from? What's good, woke? You saw a leak? Was it from a reputable leaker? Was it just some random guy on Facebook? Those are like the worst, man. They get everybody excited. Some dude used Chat GPT. Say Xbox only leak. I was actually on my console last night. I was trying to get some of my placements out of the way because I have not touched my console all season. What's in game? Oh, Louisville? Hefe? Okay. I don't know why it had a Google Translate for you though. That's weird. Wait, hold on. You said that the ability page shows her. Well, you're in luck here because I got this open. Hold on, let me see. Where do we get to his blade? Where is he at? Oh, he's captain now. Cool. All right, let's see here. Widow. I don't see anything for Widow. What y'all talking about? They're trolling? Do suggested combo. Let's see.
Widow's fight.
Okay.
Let's change the pace. Perfect precision.
Wow, they've already got it in the game? Oh, let's see this again. What is she doing? She's dashing on somebody.
Widow's fight.
She's got a Widow's bite.
Let's change the pace. Perfect precision.
So what does her ult do now? Hold on, let's see. Is this the ult?
Plasma burst.
Is her ult still doing the same thing, or that's just only one part that they haven't changed? Let me see this again. Ult's hidden. Yeah, I stream from time to time, Zia.
Let's change the pace. Perfect precision.
Oh, I missed it. Let me see again. Let's see.
Widow fight.
What do you think, Zokai? You seen this already or no? Where's Zokai at? This is our resident goated Widow player who gets MVP like it's nothing in the Discord server. If you haven't joined the Discord server, the link is in the description. We've been playing some quick play with some people after we watched the broadcast or whatever. Yeah, I'm seeing that. It looks like that. I'm seeing. Looks like she's. But I can't really tell though. Like, she's actually shooting different. I see 20 shots, so it's like. I don't know if he's just quick firing it or if that's like a burst, like a 3-round burst or something, and then when you scope in, it shoots differently. Press on the red room rifle. Let's see. What we got? Oh ho ho! Listen, they dropped that swimsuit skin for her, and they were like, "Listen, we gotta do a rework." You guys know that's what's happening, right? They dropped the swimsuit skin. Not enough people bought it. Yeah, like a foul. Like, if that's the case, bro, I'm going straight Call of Duty. That's all I needed right there. You said, where did we find this? You talking about this? This is just in the abilities. This is in the game, normally. I had no idea this was in here. Is there any other characters that this is happening with? I mean, come on. I've been needing a reason to rock this. I think I've played with her like twice, and every time like done absolutely terrible. But yeah, if she's firing like a foul type of semi-automatic, yeah. I mean, but come on, they didn't just make the swimsuit skin yesterday though. So I'm saying like they drop a good enough skin. They're like, all right, listen, we know free we work her and we change her. We can go ahead and make a good amount of money. They probably got some skins coming for her in season 9 too. Yeah, I mean, it may have been, but I highly doubt it though. Because I think they did, like, the thing is like I use a program to get the skins and stuff for the characters, so I can like make them like, or make my thumbnails or whatever. And I noticed the other day that like the latest swimsuit skins, not hers, but like the last 2 that came out, the program couldn't find them anymore. The ones for White Fox and who else was it? Lady Loki. And I feel like they did some kind of like stealth like update or something, because usually when they do that, you have to get like a new key to be able to like, or mapping or whatever, to be able to find the skins. So I think they put this in here a couple of days ago, to be honest with you. Yeah, Firestorm. Yeah, people have been. This is like one of the things that in the comments you guys have been asking for the longest time, is like some kind of rework. And I've always felt kind of like skeptical about reworks. Like, I don't mind them, but I think it just kind of sucks if you're someone who like plays this character all the time and you've gotten used to, their play style and that kind of stuff. We've seen that before, like with Jeff. There are a lot of people who picked up Jeff after the rework and started liking him. And then you had a lot of people like 104 in the server who, pretty much one-trick Jeff and got pretty upset. Yeah. Maybe a lot of people, they were trying to get good with the character before they bought the swimsuit, or, not everybody always has the money like when the skins first come out. You know what I'm saying? Some people, they got to wait a week or so, so maybe they were getting ready for it. Oh, no. Oh, is it time? Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Give me a second. Come, we got 3 minutes and 16 seconds here. Let me back out of here. Where are you? Boom. All right. 3 minutes until it starts. You a champion Widow, Taco? You and Zokai need to have a 1v1, man. I pay good money for that. Let's see. Blame all the DPS Jeffs. Here, can I pop this chat out so I don't have to like look at it from? Yeah, I can. There we go. Give me a second. I'm popping the chat out. It's like taking 8 business days to load for some reason. There we go. All right. Yeah, for some reason, having to look slightly like a foot over to the right was just too much for my eyes. Delete Moon? You talking about Moon Knight? Oh, delete Luna. Sorry. It's really weird that like some of you, like your comment you just left, like there's like a Google Translate icon next to it, and it says delete Moon XDD, and then when I click on it, it says delete Luna. When I click on it, but hover over it. Bro, that's their favorite. That's their child, man. They're not gonna delete Luna. What are we talking about? Luna might fuck around and get another a buff, man. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, they might just say, you know what? We're gonna give her like a couple of like K-pop stars to stand behind her while she fights, and then like that'll like buff her damage somehow even more than it already is. Yeah, usually for videos I don't leave the cam on because there's really no reason for it. It doesn't add anything to the content. But when we stream, I like to leave the camera on, just for you all. I'm not hiding. I'm not one of those like no face. Oh, you reached top 100 best hella. Let's go, goaded man. Are you in the servers now? You have to come in there and show us, give us some tips and tricks. Yeah, I wanted her to have something else added, at least with completely getting rid of the long range aspect, even though it's not lore accurate, because I understand people who liked it. Yeah, I mean that's the trade off with this game, man, is that like obviously Black Widow was a response to what is it, Widowmaker or whatever from Overwatch. Like so many of these characters, they just started out and like they clearly just made a like a 1-for-1 on a lot of characters. You know, you got Magneto, who's like the equivalent of I can't remember the guy's name, but he carries the two balls around Paul's in his hands and he shoots those out and he just kind of like hovers and floats with one arm behind his back. Um, he has a lot of other stuff. Face reveal. No, guys, every time like you guys literally could have seen my face at any time. If you go if you go on my page and you look at the actual live videos that have been left up, some of them I take down, but for the most part, I leave most of them up. My face is in all of them. I always stream with cam on. Yeah, the dark in my name doesn't depict my skin color. I don't know why people always think that that's just my name, bro. That has nothing to do with skin color, but I think it's funny. Zenyatta, who's Zenyatta in Overwatch? Let me see. Let me look up Zenyatta. I forgot. I have not played Overwatch in so long. I forget like the majority of the names. Zenyatta. Now Zenyatta is the healer. He's the healer. He's like in my opinion, he's like a mantis, like more like a mantis type of healer. Whereas like I'm talking about the tank. What's the guy's name? Is Sigma? You know what that's is that his name? Sigma? I thought Firestorm was just saying Sigma randomly. Yeah, Sigma. Yeah, that's the one. He's the tank. Basically, it's like I was only using it as an example to say like when they originally made the game, they were making characters like 1-for-1 kind of. Like they would change little stuff. Like obviously like Widowmaker has like a grapple and stuff like that, but it's basically the overall idea of like they got a sniper, we're gonna make a sniper. And it just kind of sucks because there are like a lot of characters that it's about to start here in a minute. But yeah, there are a lot of characters they had to change, kind of like not make them as like comic book or lore accurate because of the fact that it's a hero shooter. So I mean, because realistically, Jean Grey would be out here just deleting everybody. I mean, she is kind of, but still, you get what I'm saying. Hey, what's going on, man? I appreciate you watching every day at work, bro. You said you reached top 100 with Rogue. Yeah, Squirrel Girl is pretty much Junkrat. Wanda reminds me a lot of like actually no, I'd say Cloak and Dagger is closer to God, I can't remember anybody's names right now. The one support that can change between like healing and DPSing, but pretty much just has like that soul suck ability or whatever. Is it Moira? Is that the name? But yeah, you pretty much like all the original characters that released, you can like think of something. Oh, start soon. But let me turn this music off because I'm not trying to get hit with no strike for that. Yeah, Moira. When I played Overwatch, that was the only character that I played. I played DPS Moira. My brothers would always be like, "Yo, just jump on Moira. It's super easy." And they'd be like begging for heals, and I'm like, "Which one heals? Is it the purple or the yellow? I don't know." What's good, dope dot? That's good, man. Yes, Oka. Yeah, yeah. I hate when they do that. Like if you say you're going to start a stream at a certain time, you had ample amount of time to know you were going to start the stream. Like start the stream instead of doing this stream starts in 8 minutes crap. We already had the countdown, but it's good though because I don't mind talking to you all. Zarya, here, let me look up. I gotta refresh. I'm gonna have a day. We're gonna have a day where we do an Overwatch day because I have not played Overwatch in probably like 4 years, maybe. Let's see. Zarya. Oh, yeah, I remember her. I think my brother likes her. Likes to play her, I mean. Said, never mind, I'm back for 10 minutes. Ultron Legendary, please. Legendary skin? Does Ultron not have... Let me look at Ultron skins. I usually don't really pay attention to them. Like, I'm like, fine if they have sound effects and stuff, but usually I just more care about the actual skin. Where is Ultron? Boom. Let's see what we got. I actually like a lot of Ultron skins. These skins, I don't know why they're doing these, but these are like off-brand Temu versions of the Twitch skins, which I never really care about those. I think this is probably like my second favorite. This one's not bad. I like this one, but this one, I always like any skins that have the Infinity Stones. RJ gets so triggered because I actually like the Things Infinity skin. This is just tough, bro. It's literally made of like Infinity Stones. Like, shit's tough. No roll Q. Dragon. No roll Q. More Guna skins. Rainbow Thing. Yeah, man, bro, this is Fruity Pebbles Thing right here. Bro, it's comprised of Infinity Stones, man. He's the GOAT, bro. Like, Thing is already a problem, but then, like, imagine Thing that's just, like, completely just overpowered, man, because he's made of Infinity Stones. This one, second best skin. This has got to be, like, my favorite color scheme with, like, the blue and the black and the gray. Love it. Don't really care for the swimsuit skins. Not a big fan. This one's all right. Like, if you don't got anything else, this one's cool. I think trench coat thing is all right. It kind of looks a little like, I don't know, man. Like, keep them away from the schools, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are the kind of vibes I'm getting. Yeah, man, Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebs. But yeah, no, this is probably like the toughest Ultron skin. You guys actually see this episode of What If when he gets like the Infinity Stones? He just like straight up just cuts Thanos in half, just takes the Infinity skins, and then he actually is like chasing after the whatchamacallit? You said Walter White skin. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, Oratron. That's a whole fact too. The skin's just tough, man. Before this one, though, I think the one I was rocking the most was just his Extron skin. But even some of his like free skins, like this one, was not bad. This is the Wasteland Robot. Actually got like an MVP with that. This was like, what, from an event that we had or something? I can't remember which one it was, but it was back when we were having those events. I like that one. His rank skin is cool, but like for some reason it looks better in the picture to me than it does like just normally. But that's all right, though. Recently started watching you because I've been looking for Black Marvel Rivals creators but couldn't find them. Real, and also proud of respect what you do. It takes a lot, W. I appreciate that, Killer, man. I appreciate it. Who's stronger? I don't read comics. I don't know. Angry Thing or Infinity Thing. Infinity Thing would have to be the most powerful one, in my opinion. He's literally just made up of Infinity Stones. I can't imagine anyone being stronger than that. But the comic where that happened was like it was like an isolated, like, you know, one-off type deal. Let's see. I should tell you. I did a short on it. If you look on my channel, I did a whole entire short on it, but I can't remember the exact comic it was. I just remember it was like a end of the world type of thing. I think it's where the Red Skull, something happened. He gets like the Venom symbiote. And he's basically just like deleting everybody. Does it say if he first appears in Avengers Forever 2021 issue number 1? Yeah, he was only in a couple of ones, but yeah, I can't imagine him not being. Let me see. They have the emote for him. Where's the emote up? Is it this one? Yeah. Bro, look at this. Bro, it's Aura. He's the GOAT. Yeah, they said at one point that they have the right to do like different collabs that aren't necessarily like Marvel Rivals and stuff. So I'd be perfectly fine with them. Best Gunner skin. That's a tough one, man. Right now it's between White Fox. I mean, come on. It's between White Fox and I don't know, man. Mantis. I love her summer skin, but I don't know. I think the award would have to go to probably Emma. I don't know. I think the tie goes between Emma and Invisible Woman. This has probably been my favorite skin since it came out. I have not taken this skin off. I've not got any more skins for her. Don't care. But the Emma Frost, the pink one, just something about it, man. The brown hair, I don't know. I like the basic one too. Let me customize it. This one's a little plain, a little bland, but I like it. There's something about the pink one. I don't really care for this one. It's all right, but it's whatever. This one though, yeah, you can't. I don't know. It doesn't really get much better. Yeah, you know what? I wasn't thinking about Widow, but yeah, for a second I almost forgot she got one because I literally just bought it just to show support. Where's she at the top? Yeah, the yellow recolor. What's her other one? I think it's green or something. The green one's all right, but for some reason I don't know. It kind of reminds me of like the mom from Home Alone. I don't know why. Something about it. Even though I don't really think the hair is that much. Is the hair different? It's a little bit lighter in this one. I like the base one too. The base one looks good, but I just usually get a recolor just to be different. Yeah, the Widow skin is tough. So I don't know, man. It's a tough one. I'd say, you know what's crazy though is that for some reason this is like my favorite Widow skin. I don't know why. It reminds me of like the Watchmen. If you guys ever watched that movie. Yeah, man, the mom from Home Alone. I don't know why. I think it's because like she had the green. Did she have a green coat on, like an overcoat the whole time? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think this one's probably my second favorite Widow skin. This is the one that I wanted them to drop from the beginning. This is probably like the most accurate as far as like the Hellfire Gala next to like Jean Grey's. I like Jean Grey's. Wait, how much longer do we have on this? 1 minute? All right, we'll stay on here for a second until they. Yeah, something about capes, man, when they're done right. Yeah, that's a fact. She does look like Huntress in Black Canary. That's actually her original like skin. And I usually don't like the old original ones like from like the 60s and stuff like that, but hers I think Cap's is pretty much the same as it's always pretty much been. But the Bucky one, like I use that one as a troll. Which Panther skin? His like original one? You said her hair is actually brown. She dyes it blonde? I didn't know that. I've never seen her with brown hair, but it would make sense though. Yeah, the Panther skin with the cape. Yeah, I like that one. That's the one I have equipped. I actually just like Panther's base skin, but the comic one though. That's the old school right there, the classic. Can't beat classic. Yeah, but I mean, his base skin, he probably has one of the toughest, like, just base skins in the game. They really didn't change a lot. It just looks like his actual, like, movie skin. I know people hate this one, but I actually like this one. I think it's cool. It's just something different. This one I'm not a fan of, though. This one's all right, but I don't know. I never really cared for it too much. All right, back to... All right. What's her actual name in the comics? Uh-oh, it's starting. Hold on. Gotta take it off mute. Turn it down just a scotch. Uh-oh, it's starting. We're going full screen.
Sure you want to do this, big one?
No, we're taking shadow away.
Judges of worlds bestowed a title upon me, child.
What's this high quality? What's going on here?
I have upheld their celestial mission
720. Nah, put that on HD, brother.
for millennia now. But when timelines began to collapse, the gods shed their
Locked in. Get
facades,
excited about it.
scrambling like dogs to outlive the end of all that is. Humanity was consumed by hubris. Believing they could survive the devastation as well.
Classic Daredevil skin.
But the future is in the hands of
We
mutant
got Egyptian
kind.
Doom.
For if even gods must fight for survival, then only the fittest should be chosen to stand among them.
Oh, that is Apocalypse.
And from those
Thought they were doing an
deemed
Egyptian skin on
unfit,
Doom. Okay.
I shall acquire the power to transcend.
Damn, we're getting Doom? Or not Doom, but Apocalypse? That's crazy, man.
The seven lights
As a
shall
villain?
guide the way.
Apocalypse over Doom? No, man, that's a tough one.
In the name of Apocalypse, the world shall be.
Oh, okay.
Mutants.
They just pulled an Apex Legends on us.
No one beats the hood.
Okay, okay. So we are definitely getting Jubilee and the Hood. Next reveal will begin in full. Okay, all right. Damn. What y'all think about that, man? Who jumped him though? Who was that? Who stabbed him through the heart, man? Who was that? Well, you thought who had braids? Yeah, that's actually cool if they're doing that. You know, I talked about this like before about how if you guys think about it, right? Like I think they even done an interview saying it, but with them having this game and the game being as popular as it is, it makes sense for them to tie stuff in. They're already doing it with the movies. They did it with the Fantastic Four. Like, why do you think that we got all the Fantastic Four? I had read that they said later on that Disney wanted them to go ahead and push out the Fantastic Four characters before the movie came out because a lot of people from like the newer generations didn't really know or care about the Fantastic Four, so they wanted them to get hyped up. They've started showing like teaser trailers for like Doomsday and stuff in Times Square of the game. So it makes sense with like X-Men 97 being so popular, and people were like, why do they keep pushing all these X-Men? Well, because they're trying to tie it in. And I think we're going to start seeing that a lot more like in the future, how a lot of the stuff in the game, the Hood being a Spider-Man villain, I don't know if he's specifically a Spider-Man villain. He seems like he's kind of had his moment with a lot of people. He's went from being like a street level villain to being like a big dog villain multiple times. There's been times where he's taken over New York completely. So, but yeah, it makes sense to me that they're tying a lot of this stuff in to like what's going on, like, and what's popular in Marvel. I mean, even if you think about it, right? Like all the events that we're having, it's leading up to like Doomsday. People were speculating that with Doomsday releasing, we'd probably get Doom as a playable character in the game. So yeah, we've gotten everything before GTA 6, bro. I don't. But I'm excited though. I'm excited. Mutants roll out. Hold on, let me see. Move this over. So Magic is a horseman who betrays him and stabs him in the back. Another Magic legendary costume. How do we know that was Magic though? Trey. Killed him with the Null sword? I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. Yeah, it could be Gore. That'd be interesting though. Him crossing over. Yeah, I'm hoping that they actually put some real time and energy into it, man, because I really don't ever care about those modes when they're really simple like that, where it's like, oh, we're just gonna do like this really simplistic thing or whatever. Like, I want them to make something complicated. I want them to make like something that's almost like a little mini story mode or something. Yeah, this does look tough, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't know, man, if he's actually gonna come to the game. I don't even know if he's gonna be a villain. They might have just put him in there because somebody just stabbed bro. So I'm trying to see who stabbed bro. Like who was that? You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me, I can't remember the character's name, but it was the one who came out before Revenant in Apex. And like they were hyping this character up like he was gonna be the next character, and then it starts out like when you're seeing the trailer, there's like an interview, and then Revenant just comes out and stabs bro the same exact way, and they revealed Revenant or whatever. So yeah, that is true. That is true. But I don't know. I don't know if that's still the case though. Maybe they were teasing us like he was going to be the villain of the season, and then whoever stabbed him is going to be the villain. Inhumans, I don't know, man. Marvel is real weird with the Inhumans, man. They're very weird with them. They didn't really do well. They gave them that lame TV show that one time, and it didn't really do any numbers. And now it's free to watch on like pretty much everything. You sure that was Gore that stabbed him? Yeah, we do have Fantastic Four, X-Men, and Avengers, but like I said, Inhumans, they don't really get a lot of love a lot of times. I would like Black Bolt in the game though. That would be sick. Yeah, I feel like they purposely showed us that skin for a reason, the Daredevil skin, and I've been waiting on that one. The one that I use now is I have his street level skin, and then I have the one from Born Again. But Born Again is the one that I use all the time. Yeah, I don't know what they're waiting on with Drax and Gamora. Like, that's so weird to me that they've had the Fantastic Four in the game for so long and just didn't add them. Nebula I can kind of like understand a little bit, but Drax and Gamora, I'm like, come on. Top right off in the background. I don't know. I think that's the hood up here. Isn't that the hood? If I'm not mistaken. Uh-oh. Here's the next one. Dev Vision.
Hello everyone, Double G here.
Double G coming in, aura farming. Okay.
Season 9 of Marvel Rivals. This time, let's first welcome Zhiyong to introduce some updates.
Hey Rebels, it's Zhiyong.
Cortisone levels just
I'm
went
here
up.
to walk you through all the very exciting developments we are making on the Balance team.
Character rework, Black Widow, here comes.
Let's first tackle a pretty challenging topic, Black Widow. Looking at past seasons, her combat performance has indeed lacked competitiveness. We've tried a few adjustments here and there, but with little impact. The reason being there's a primary conflict we've never quite been able to resolve. The long-range one-shot KO capability of her standard sniper rifle juxtaposed against the counterplay experience for other heroes facing that capability. These two aspects are very hard to balance. Through many internal discussions, we've always opted to prioritize maintaining her established play experience for those that have grown to love her rather than completely redo her, and alienate those that love her established playstyle. However, the core issue then remains, so this time, we are attempting to rework her combat loop and truly usher in a new glorious aura for the Black Widow. Here's a brief overview of our approach to these adjustments.
Lock in, everybody.
First, we've removed the ADS sniper mode from her standard state and increased the fire rate of her primary attack. At the same time,
Widow's about to be meta,
we've
y'all.
moved the charged electrical plasma blast from her original ultimate to be normally available, hitting enemies with this deals damage and applies a slow effect. With this adjustment, on one hand, we no longer need to stress over the one-shot KO issue of a normal snipe, allowing us to implement responsible baseline stats. On the other hand, we hope this gives Black Widow more stable, consistent DPS, raising her base damage floor so more players can pick her up.
Zokai, where you at, man?
We've transformed her ultimate ability into her ADS sniper mode, which will last for a set duration or until a certain number of bullets are fired.
Everybody's about to be a Black Widow player now.
Prioritizing the counterplay experience, we still haven't given her the ability to one-shot on critical hits. However, as power compensation, we've drastically increased the hitbox-wise of her sniper bullets, and they can now pierce straight through enemies. Crucially, non-critical hits will also deal incredibly high damage, completely shedding any damage fall off at range. The ultimate goal here is to preserve that pure sniping experience for players who love it, while using the framework of an ultimate to grant it the immense, devastating power it deserves. Finally, we've retained Black Widow's sprint and super jump, entirely removing their stamina restrictions. Her spinning kick will also stay, and we've introduced a brand new ability. When Black Widow is airborne, she can launch toward the target location and slam her Widow Spike gauntlets down, dealing AoE damage to nearby enemies.
Everybody's about to be Widow mains now.
Our vision here is to make Black Widow's close quarters melee combos flow much more seamlessly, handing her some serious aggressive burst capability. Overall, we hope these adjustments will make Black Widow a highly competitive flanking duelist. You can experience all the details for yourself once the update goes live. Let's look forward to her performance in the new season.
I'm definitely looking forward to it. Widow no longer a throw pick. Nah, I'm not staying away from Widow. You had your
Now,
times,
let's chat
Okai. You
about
had
the
the
dynamic
whole
changes to team
game's
up abilities in
lifespan.
the new season.
Let us have some fun now. Blackheart, yes. We need
Hawk
War Machine as well.
infuses ranging gamma energy into a massive metallic
Oh, that's Ironheart. We
crossword
talking about
forged by
Blackheart.
Magneto, granting Magneto to an all-new ability, Gamma Blade. Once activated, he can launch the colossal gamma.
Oh, they're bringing
infused
back a
sword
Gamma
forward.
team up, but with
Upon
Magneto.
hitting the enemy or the environment, it triggers a chain of violent explosions, dealing massive damage to all enemies in the area.
Oh, I think it's a W change
Hawk
too.
also infuses gamma energy into
You said it's the same thing as the
Driver Splash.
something
Upon
the one with what
activation, just splits
Gambit,
out
the
a
team
stream
up?
of glowing green gamma water. Continuously watering an ally with it will directly mutate them into a team-up Anchorman. Wait a minute. I think I grabbed the wrong script. Let's try that again.
Uh-oh. Doing an overhaul on what?
Now, let's officially talk about epic evolution of team-up abilities. The team-up abilities brought an entirely new, deeply Marvel gameplay experience to Marvel rivals. Since launch, they've mostly received immense praise from all of you, especially during the first year. As we've continued to operate and update the game, we've always kept a close eye on the community's discussion regarding team-ups. Things like hoping certain fun team-ups stay around forever, wanting everyone to have an active team-up ability, wishing team-up sync up better with base abilities, and begging for Hawk and Cloak and Dagger to not always just be in anchor.
Speak on it. Speak on it, brother.
During the team-up update process each season, as the sheer number of abilities grew, our dev team gradually
blast,
started
Jeff.
feeling the strain. Some of the newer team-ups started feeling a bit uninspired, existing just for the sake of ticking off an update box. Once we realized this, we decided it was time to absolutely revolutionize the team-up system.
Okay, I mean, they're being honest about it. I can respect it.
Now, every single hero will possess two completely independent team-up ability loadouts. The ability granted by these loadouts vary. Some are entirely new standalone abilities, while others replace an existing base ability. But either way, they will grant the hero a fresh, far more engaging combat experience. Players can pre-select one of these team-up loadouts outside the match based on their preferred playstyle and utilize it in-game. If a player wants to swap to their other team-up loadout
They just give
mid-match,
Dino gun, bro.
they can do so freely in the spawn room. Every team-up loadout will feature a base effect and an enhanced effect. The base effect primarily dictates the fundamental form of the team-up ability, including its controls, core mechanics, and visual presentation. This base effect will be active regardless of whether any team-up ability partner is on your team. The enhanced effect, on the other hand, mostly acts as a powerful buff to the base effect,
Did I just hear
though
that
a
right?
few will offer additional ability variations. The enhanced effect requires the team-up member to be actively playing in the match to activate. Let's use an example to illustrate.
Yeah, I need an example.
Hawk has two distinct team-up loadouts, and players can choose one of the following to use in battle.
Okay.
Inspired by Captain America's unyielding spirit, Hawk becomes an absolute immovable force in combat. This base effect as a new active ability. When used directly, Hawk leaps straight up and violently slams the ground, dealing AoE damage to nearby enemies. He can also activate this ability mid-air during Incredible Leap, triggering the same ground slam effect upon landing. Following the slam,
Damn, Hawk about to be a problem.
embodying Cap's never surrenders attitude, Hawk erupts in the face of adversity, All his normal ability cooldown are reduced based on his current remaining
Where's
health.
Professor Snack at,
The
man?
lower his health drops,
a W?
the greater the cooldown reduction. Hawk gets this ability and effect regardless of whether Captain America
Cloak and
is
Dagger.
actively on the team. Now, let's look at the enhanced effect. Building on the base effect, the slam deals even higher damage, while also breaking the enemy's will to fight. Applying a
time to start
debuff
learning Hulk,
that
y'all?
increases the damage they take. This
He's
effect
not Hulk, it's
only
banned.
activates if Captain America is on the team.
Got a Hulk Wolverine team
For
up.
his second loadout, Wolverine's Rage awakens Hawk's inner violence, making him more aggressive in battle. This base effect adds a new active ability that, when used, sends Hawk into a furious state, instantly buffing his move speed and attack speed. It also adds a new passive ability where,
Yeah, Hulk's getting
upon
banned, bro.
dropping
I'm
below a
sorry.
certain health threshold,
Yeah, he's
Hawk
getting banned. I'm
enters
sorry.
an unstoppable
Y'all
state
have fun with him in
by
quick play,
sheer
though.
rage. Granting
expect to see that
him
man in my
full
lobbies.
CC immunity, again, Hawk gets this ability and effect regardless of whether Wolverine is on the team. Now, for his enhanced effect, when Wolverine and Hawk are in the same lineup, Hawk can throw Wolverine forward. At the same time, Wolverine triggers Basket Claw Strike while Hawk enters the Furious state. This Furious Fastball special is completely independent of the base active ability,
Okay.
meaning Hawk effectively gets 2 chances to actively trigger his Furious state. Again, this effect only activates if Wolverine is on the team.
Team
Taking
design
community
direction.
feedback to heart, we come through every single team-up ability released since launch, and cherry-pick the absolute most fun and engaging ones, retrofitting them into the new team-up system
Subtitles at the
structure.
bottom, I think.
So, in Season 9, players will get to see the return of some classic team-ups, such as Metallic Chaos and Ammo Overload. Of
Oh, are
course,
they bringing that back?
we've also designed a ton of incredibly fun, entirely new team-up abilities. For example, Venom will receive the Cosmic Blessing of the Phoenix Force. He gains a new active ability that, when activated, raises his symbiote tendrils in Cosmic Phoenix Flames, swapping out his primary attack for a fiery
Are y'all
tendril
seeing this?
wave that aggressively sweeps the area in front of him. When Venom and Phoenix team up on the field, the Phoenix Force that Venom wields is heavily buffed. Every hit from his Furious Whip will apply a spark stack to enemies. Reach
Bruh.
3 stacks
Ain't
and
no
widely
way.
detonate during
Are y'all
massive
seeing
extra
this?
damage. For the sake of time, we won't showcase every single new team up here. You can jump in and
told
explore
Xeon he
them
could
all
cook,
for
man?
yourself once Season 9 launches.
Get ready to start
Moving
getting slapped
forward,
with tendrils,
we
man.
won't be constantly shuffling
Can't
around
ban every
and
take,
adding
that's a
team-up
fact. I guess it's
combinations
good I
every
started learning
single
Venom, man.
season like
I
before.
guess it's a good thing I started learning
Instead,
Venom.
We will focus heavily on the macro performance
Hulk, though,
of
I'm
the
sorry, I don't want that
team-up
bad about
system
lobbies.
as
These
a
two, y'all
whole,
tweaking.
optimizing and balancing the ones that are underperformance. And of course, for any newly added heroes, we will deeply design them to ensure they launch with completely fun and useful team-up loadouts.
Getting roadmap. What's the balance roadmap?
This team-up system update is easily the most massive overhaul we've done to the combat system since launch,
Let's go.
and it's going to shake up the meta in unprecedented ways. Furthermore, the new team-up roster includes a good amount of cross-role synergies. For example, some Vanguards and Dealists will be able to output healing, while some theories and strategies can provide incredible survival utility. Strategies that traditionally lack burst healing will gain potent baseline healing capabilities,
Ultron
and
Mantis buff.
strategies lacking aggressive
Ain't no way I'm about
utility
to buff,
will secure
Mantis.
stronger initiation of healing tools. The new team-up system radically shatters the established capability boundaries of the heroes. cracking team comp possibilities wide open. We can't wait to see what team compositions you make full of enhanced heroes and villains. Furthermore, the team up
Loki over
anchor
there.
mechanic from the previous system has been completely scrapped in this update, alongside its corresponding flat numerical buffs. As a result, we will be slowly re-evaluating the raw strengths of those specific heroes as well as some others. We are stepping into Season 9 with a just plan for Season 8.5's dominant overperformance, like Cyclops and Rocket Raccoon, while significantly buffing underperformers like Thor,
Let's
The
go.
Thing, Black Cat, and Storm.
Let's go.
Bringing their
W's,
lethality
y'all.
and
They
utility
buffing
back
Thor,
up to
Storm.
par.
Let's go.
Altogether, this balanced pass touches roughly 80%
we getting a Black Cat
of
buff,
our
Zokar? We
entire
eating
hero
good?
roster.
We eating good,
Because
brother?
the list
Let's
of
go.
all districts is so massive.
That Lord wasn't for
I won't
nothing.
read
Just
them
give me
out
one more
here.
dash back.
You can dig into the hub numbers in the balance post releasing shortly after this video.
They cooking, boys. I ain't gonna hold y'all. They
Beyond
cooking, man.
tweaking the heroes
Hello,
themselves,
damage buff
Season
win.
9.0 introduces two massive global system changes. First up, the brand new team-up system inevitably introduces way more numerical variables into the mix. Team fights are going to be infinitely more chaotic and hyper-aggressive. We found in playtesting that this consistently led to ultimate abilities chaining together far too frequently and snowballing matches prematurely. So,
Nah, bro, just buff
after
Storm.
exhaustive testing,
She's been weak for
we've
long enough.
decided to further
She had
knock
like
the
half a
overall
season, I think, or
energy
more maybe, where she was
acquisitions
really
rate
good.
for ultimate abilities. Post-nerf, the average time to earn an ultimate will feel nearly identical to how they play in recent patches. Secondly, we are adding an entirely new health mechanic to the game, regenerative shields. Regenerative shields function under the exact same logic as base health. Any mechanic that calculates off base health, like percentage base healing or percentage base damage, treats regenerative shields exactly as if it were regular health.
Regenerative
But
shields?
here is the difference.
How's that gonna work?
If a hero managed to completely avoid taking damage for 5 solid seconds, their regenerative shields will automatically kick in, rapidly recharging to full capacity over the next 5 seconds. For instance, if a hero has 300 regenerative shields, it will rebuild at 60 per second. If they have 150, it builds
Damn,
at 30
some
per
characters are about to be a problem,
We are
bro.
strictly adding regenerative
You don't have to
shields
rely
to
on
high
healers as
mobility
much?
Heroes
Oh, man.
who excel at flanking and diving. This new health type massively buffs the baseline mistake
Overwatch has
forgiveness
this?
of these
Regenerative shields?
hyper-mobile characters during solo of angle duels, significantly
No idea
reducing
why they
the
did it live,
downtime
RJ.
before
Maybe
they
'cause
can
there's so
jump
much
back into
content
the
here.
fray. Simultaneously, this cuts down on the sheer number of teammates a strategist has to constantly monitor, heavily alleviating overall team healing pressure. Realistically speaking, accurately predicting the exact meta strengths of every team-up combination with the addition of regenerative shields is going to be extremely challenging right out
Oh
of
yeah, we
the
most
gate.
definitely diving, bro.
Plus,
Season
the
of dive.
reactions generated by different team-up synergies with new team compositions will undoubtedly perform entirely differently across various levels of play. Therefore, the overarching philosophy for the Season 9.0 patch is supporting a stable and smooth transition into this entirely new era of Marvel Rivals gameplay. As we plug into this radical new season, we will be constantly monitoring the moment-to-moment experience of the new team-ups
Some of them team
and
ups are gonna be
checking the
busted.
meta
Like
closely
some of them are gonna be
across
busted,
all
but I'm okay with that.
competitive
It'd be
rankings.
fun, something
If
different.
things break, we won't hesitate to step in with rapid hotfixes or patches. If you guys run
Learn
into
anti-dive
any
or
rough
just learn
spots,
dive.
please give us your feedback ASAP. Plus, the upcoming mid-season finals will be played on the Season 9 patch, featuring the brand new team-up system. We absolutely can't wait to see the incredible plays our pros are going to pull off. ignite the battle.
That's a whole fact.
As you just saw, this summer we are rolling out a truly massive new update. This isn't just about tweaking a few team-up abilities.
Yeah,
or
I've been
adjusting
enjoying
the
Venom.
anchors. It's a systemic,
In certain situations.
full roster, ground-up rework that will bring an incredibly fresh and fun dynamic to combat. And of course,
Yeah, that's a fact.
in Season 9,
You have
Black
to worry about
Widow
the anchor
will
system
also
anymore. It's gonna
receive
feel
a
great.
major rework. But that's not all. A new season means highly anticipated new heroes.
New hero and a new map.
Grab your straps because
Ayo,
Jubilee
new
is
strap.
bringing her explosive mutant energy to Marvel Rivals in Season 9. Jubilee is a strategist, a lovely manipulator of fireworks.
Damn, she looks good,
Who
I'm
can
not gonna
control
lie.
vibrant energy plasmoids in combat to heal her teammates, while simultaneously damaging and blinding enemies.
Yo, she
And
mogging
for
moving
the
slow.
grand final,
That's crazy.
her ultimate ability unleashes a lethal, dazzling fireworks show across the battlefield. This season,
Yo,
we are
Gooner
also
skins on
turning
Jubilee
our
about to go
sights to the
crazy.
Collapse timeline. As the very
It's
first
a time to
mutant
lord
in the
you.
Collapse timeline, Apocalypse personally witnessed the world burn to ashes in the crossfire of the War of the Gods. In the eyes of this evolutionary arbiter, the species that needed to be cooled was no longer frail humanity, but rather the very gods who had failed the mortals. However, just as Apocalypse was absorbing the face of all deities, attempting to ascend to godhood and reshape the order of the collapsed universe, a mysterious
Twitter
assassin
meltdowns
pierced
because she's
his
pretty.
chest. When the
Never
heroes
really understood
arrived
that,
in
but, you know,
Thebes
is what it
to
is.
Investigate the death of Apocalypse. They hit a dead end, only for 3 deeply mysterious murders to occur sequentially entirely within their own ranks, casting an even more impenetrable shadow over the entire incident.
Golden age of
To
Goon.
dive into this mystery, we prepared an interactive Death of Apocalypse detective minigame. We invite everyone to sift through the endless lies and uncover the one truth. Our brand new convoy map, Thebes, will officially go live following the update on July 23rd. Stay tuned.
I like Convoy.
Following the update on July 30th, our brand new game mode, Path to Doomsday, Avengers, Age of Ultron, will take everyone straight into Avengers
Yeah, they
Tower
really do on
and
Twitter.
Ultron's data space to battle Ultron and his mechanical army. At the same time, we'll be launching a series of events in the Times Square lobby, so look forward to that.
College student perks. You got college students in here?
In Season 9, verified college students will get access to a new location of 10 costumes and MVPs. We
Okay,
welcome
okay.
all college students to verify their university email to unlock these exclusive benefits. From July 29th to August 1st, the Marvel Rivals Ignite series mid-season finals will be taking over Los Angeles, USA. 10 top teams from our 4 major global regions will battle it out on stage,
Ayo.
competing for the very first World Championship title of the competitive year. We'd absolutely love for you all to come out and experience the hype live. For more ticketing details, please keep an eye on our social media channels. We have been holding our tongue on this version update for so long,
I see.
and we couldn't be happier to finally talk about it. We actually
took
started
my line right
planning
there.
our team
Let's
up
talk about it.
overhaul just under a year ago. Over the last few seasons, we've been closely following the community's discussions regarding team ups, and honestly, the pressure has been immense, especially over the past 2 seasons. Right before recording every dev vision, Zhiyong and I would debate, should we just test the overhaul now? We
Ah,
thought dropping the
So they've been
news
working on this
early
for a hot
might
minute now.
alleviate some of the pressure from the community, but every time we ultimately decided not to. We wanted to be completely responsible, to only announce it once we had successfully built it,
I like
run
that.
the tests, and thoroughly verified the gameplay experience ourselves. That's always been our style.
Salute.
So the time is now. Grab your friends and jump into what is easily the biggest update to Marvel Rivals.
Say
since
use the
game
back line.
launched. Ignite the battle.
I'm actually really excited. I'm not gonna lie. Next reveal in 4 minutes. While they're doing that, I'm gonna use the bathroom really quick. I'm gonna let you guys talk it out amongst yourselves. Give me like 2-3 minutes to use the bathroom and grab an energy drink. I'll be right back. All right. So we got another 2 minutes before the next reveal. So what are you guys thinking? How y'all feeling? Let's see what we got here. It's not a poke tank and needed more time to cook. I can't even. Were you thinking he was going to be a poke tank? That's what I'm talking about. Plays all roles. That's what I'm talking about. You liking it, Trucker? Yeah, I think they're cooking too. I'm not going to lie. And I like that they waited to say something about it. They didn't actually... Yeah, I like one as well, but... Because, I mean, what do we have? We have, like, I mean, I don't really count Strange as a poke tank, to be honest. We got Magneto. Even he only has so much range. So much pain in CC. Yeah, I've been waiting for, he said light isn't firing Guang Guang yet. Yeah, no, man. Sometimes you just gotta give him a little bit of time to cook, you know? These are what the crash outs are for, you know what I'm saying? Most definitely, Matt. RJ being skeptical. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, Strange sorta. You don't really count Emma. I mean, she's got like a little bit of range. So she's kind of like with Strange on that aspect. MODOK as a tank. Uh-oh. We're getting something else here. Let's see. I think we're getting trailer reveal. All right, let's look. Let's see what we got here.
Clear the way. It's time for the Big Bang. Life energy, yeah.
Oh, I like this new map.
Stand back. Or no.
Oh, okay, is Jubilee broken?
Let the sparks fly.
Brah.
Wow, you
Brah,
suck.
brah. Where my support mains at?
All right, ready to launch.
That's true, R.
Time for a glow up.
We got the invis force push. Literal healing circle. NetEase said, whatever y'all talking about, we don't care.
Show's over for you.
She actually looks like she might be really fun. Yes, John. I think that is a sustained. Oh.
I'll play the front.
Who is this team up with? Oh, this is with the hood. Okay, then she got one with the blade.
Feed on this.
With another life steal? Actually like life steal. Blade is about to be my next lord. Why are we just standing here still? What's going on? What are we doing? Oh, okay, they're swapping. What is Blade doing in this one? Beyblade. Yeah. Blade is my goat right now, man. I'm having a lot of fun with Blade. He's probably like the most fun that I've had with a character in a long time. I'm glad that I picked him up. Like, I've been having some of my best games with Blade. Like, if you know how to play him, you can pretty much be like invincible. Like, I've been diving into teams and just going absolutely crazy. Everybody's just running for their lives. Uh-oh. Is this her skin? Okay, okay. I'll probably get this skin out of support, but I'll be honest with you, I like her base skin. There's something about when they make the skins look like their actual X-Men skins. I should have liking those skins more. Wait, why does she look different in the MVP than she does in the actual game? Two skins? Oh wait, no, that's a rogue skin.
I take everything.
Rogue's got her pantsuit skin. Oh, this must be the battle pass. Not a bad Wolverine skin. It's different. I like the glowing eyes. It's tough. Oh, this is the battle pass. These are skins that are coming out. Okay, okay. Yeah, I thought they were showing the battle pass for a second. I was a bit confused. But yeah, I actually like her base skin. I've always liked her base skin. It was the same thing. I was talking to somebody else about it, like where with I think like Rogue and Gambit, like their base skins are just so good. Like even though I have other skins for them, I really don't like using those. Like I have them just for like whatever. But like when the skins just look too good, I don't really care. Let's see, is this battle pass? Is that Deadpool? He's being so goofy. That's gotta be Deadpool. Oh, nice Elsa skin. Damn, that's actually tough. That's tough too. Oh, I like that a lot. Might actually take off the swimsuit skin for that. Is that Venom? Who was that? Was that Cloak and Dagger's comic skin? And they're giving Cloak and Dagger their comic skin. Hold on, I gotta take that back just a little bit here. Let me see. Let me see here. Yeah. That's gas. It's alright, I like it. Now, who is this? Is this Venom? I think it's Venom, right? Namor skins mid. Cloak and Dagger skin is gas. I always go for the comic book skins. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking this is Venom. Pretty sure it's Venom. I like that though. I like this Ultron skin. That's pretty much like the whatchamacallit for Thing. This Mantis skin, absolute gas. This Deadpool skin, that's probably one of the best ones. I like that one. Namor skin, this is pretty much a recolor for him. This Elsa skin is tough. Oh man, they gooned out with that one. That's like the Hella one, like the Savage Lands. Rocket skin's all right. But this Iron Man skin though, fire, pressure. Say no Stormer BP in the African themed. Well, I don't know if I wouldn't say it's necessarily African. It's technically Egyptian, but you know, I get it though. I get where you're coming from. I don't know though. Is this Venom? Somebody's got to tell me. It's like Venom see the tongue. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, it's Egyptian themed, yeah. All right, let's see. Let's go back to live. Let's see. Oh, well, we missed something here. Strange, Invisible Woman. They give him a new team up with this?
Ionic magic!
No, it's the same one.
I've got you. Make this count.
So these are ones that we've already had before.
Let's go. Reporting for duty.
I actually like that team up with Cap. And Bucky. Yeah, these are ones that we've already had though, but I guess like they're showing them because like now you don't necessarily need the character in the game to actually have them. Like they're saying they have like the base one and then they have like the actual like team up overall. So I guess this one does something to teammates as well, not just group. Oh wow. Some of these are different. I don't think we've had this one before, right? The one with Jeff and group. The bubble one. Yeah, this one seems new. That is true. Storm is from Egypt. Originally. Let us see the Venom whips. Yeah. That right there. You're not gonna like that.
A grand illusion.
Oh, they're bringing that one back.
You cannot hurt me.
Damn, okay, Mag. So they're bringing back a lot of these. Bro, there's going to be so many team-ups, man. Like, it's going to take a hot minute before people actually start to, like, realize, like, the best comps to be running. Because, like, all the team-ups. I want to see them bring back the one with, I think they showed it earlier with, like, the max ammo or whatever with Punisher. I wonder if they're going to do that with Bucky, too, though. Because that was probably one of my favorite team-ups in the game. I don't know if you guys remember back, like, Season 0 and Season 1. Like, the max ammo. Oh wait, they got rid. They just swapped the team up out from Namor, gave it to Thor. Where my Thor players at? Oh damn! That man Zokai about to be eating good. It's like they just took his like character list and just say, yo, what can we do with this?
Spider-Net upgraded.
Who's this with? This is with Rocket Raccoon. Was the previous one with Rocket Raccoon too? Oh, they're bringing that back as well. God, it's gonna be so toxic. Nice, an actual Human Torch team up and not just him dropping him from the sky. Damn, so many team ups, y'all.
Yikes, that's hot. That's a stump.
You're gonna be hard pressed to not have a team up. I've been picking up the hammer, man. I say him and Emma are probably like my two main go-tos, depending upon the game or the map.
Cold snap. Diamond and snow. Priceless. Bionic cycle.
Looks like that wall like has like a little thing, kind of like whatchamacallit, like Hella now, like where it makes them like join up together. Like Moon Knight Onks 2, where you group up for a second. Who's this with? Star-Lord and Angela? That's random, but okay. Support babysitter. Yeah, it's always kind of been my thing with Mag. I prefer like more like aggressive tanks. But I might give him a shot this season though. If she's sending out clones like Loki, okay. Rogue and Magneto team up. Yeah, Rogue was already a problem, but Jesus. Uh-oh. Is that how that looked before with the cards when they had their team up? Bro. Chat, what are we doing? Why does this man got two big-ass machine guns now? What are we doing? Oh, we got to team up with Jeff. Who does Jeff not have a team up with? Who does this man not have a team up with? That wasn't it. They still cooking. They're still cooking. Bruh. And we got Cloak and Dagger team ups. We got Mantis team ups. I wonder if that does anything to them at all. So so it heals. It can heal teammates. Does it do anything to the enemy though?
Lights out.
Damn, they're showing off team ups with characters that aren't even out yet.
Lights out.
What does that one do exactly? I'm confused. Is it life stealing from the enemy?
From Loki.
Yeah, so this one we've had before. I think that's the one that it increases damage as well.
Many faces.
It makes the circles, his rune circles bigger.
The more the merrier.
Doesn't need anything else. Listen, there's a day one Cloak and Dagger. Give her all the team ups that she can handle. I'm not complaining over here. Like, they showing us stuff from like mid-season update, bro. I'm with it, but I'm just saying, never seen that before.
Trick.
So you're saying the Cloak and Dagger team up stuns as well? That's what I was wondering. They're bringing that back too as well. The res comp Bro, I've been cooking with Mantis lately. Like, been using her like in trip support. Like, I'm just not getting healed enough. Switch over to Mantis, go absolutely crazy. I actually won a game the other day and ranked with her in just a 2 support comp. Yeah, I mean, but before it was the whole entire like Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, I think they all could revive besides Rocket. I don't know if Rocket could. I think it was Mantis, Star-Lord, and Adam. I don't remember if Rocket could or not. Damn, that's kind of crazy. The hell was he shooting at him? Like he was just shooting boulders at him. Rocket, Raccoon, and Squirrel Girl getting a team up. What does that do? It's like Jeff Bubbles? I think they could have edited this a little bit better. They got like a lot of like free time in between these. Uh-oh. What we got with Ultron? 3 drones? I guess they're only temporary, though? What does that do? Because if it's only that short, it's got to be like an instant heal or something, no? I love the Ultron and Iron Man team up. That's probably like one of my favorite comps to run. I don't care which one I'm playing, Iron Man or Ultron, but I probably have like, it's like a 90% win rate with this comp right here. Unless you got like a crack Punisher or Hela like on the enemy team. But if you're playing smart, it's not a fun experience to go against. Oh yeah, you already know, man. You already know the balance team don't know what to do right now. It's just like, bruh. Wong was like, listen, we need more team ups. Everybody gets a team up this season. Matter of fact, everybody gets 3 team ups.
A nice deep freeze.
I'm with it. That's what y'all wanted, man. Y'all said y'all wanted y'all's hero fantasy. Well, you got it now. Game about to be broken as hell. But we're going to have fun doing it, though.
Our bond strengthens.
Quick match about to be crazy as hell. People ain't going to know what to ban in rank. Didn't Adam and Warlock just have a team up? Wasn't that the Crop Duster? Was that him and Storm? I don't think I've ever seen anybody using that team up before. Oh, he can heal from shooting now with Ultron. Yo, Adam Warlock might be a problem now. I don't see a cooldown on that though. Okay, that's the one we always had with Venom. Said the fart gas. Yeah, bro was just crop dusting, bro. That's like the weakest little team up ever, but it was funny though. Jeff has so many team ups, man. Like there's been times where I've seen people playing Jeff and they've had like depending upon like their comp, he's had like 3 or 4 team ups. It's kind of ridiculous. Like at one time. You said take his legs again. I mean, but he was trash for so long though, man. Yeah, they might have to increase the bans because the game's kind of crazy right now. Like I can only imagine what rank is gonna be. I literally can't even actually imagine what rank is gonna be like. It was already a situation where you were just kind of like, and my thing is like I really hope that they're doing something about double bans and they just didn't say anything about it. But I'm really hoping that they found some way to do something about it. Wait, is that Mr. Fantastic? That looks like. Oh, okay. I was about to say it looked like Punisher.
Stealth mode.
She can turn other people invisible now. But it looks like it's the same thing with her. Like if you do anything, you come out of the invisibility. Bro, get Gambit out of the game, man. I don't see this anymore. Get Gambit out of the game. Brother, what are we doing here? That's on an 11-second cooldown. Sparkling staff. So, I'm about to make a name for myself. So I'm about to make a name for myself. The 400th time. Favorable odds. A bit of Magneto. Bro, somebody's about to figure out like the most broken team comp ever that there's just literally nothing that you can do against it. Watch. Marvel Rivals think tank is about to go crazy, man. Is that another lifesteal ability? White Fox and Psylocke, bro. How many team ups is this? Yeah, that little thing on like the character select when it shows you like all the team ups is about to be crazy. It's gonna take up like its own, like you just have to go into a separate menu to see all that stuff now. Say easy on Gambit. I know that's your boy, man. That's your boy. But I'm telling you, it's a crazy amount of team ups, man. Who's this with? The Hood? God, that comp is gonna be ridiculous. And we still got duelist team ups. This is insane. I don't even know what that team up does. I've had it before like one time, but I didn't know exactly what it did. I gotta start reading those more.
You're my kind of.
Uh-oh, they brought it back. We're cooked. We're cooked. That ammo overload team up was goated.
You're my kind of.
That used to be like every other game you had a Punisher and Rocket. I wonder if they're doing it for Bucky though too. What is her team up doing?
Blessed by the heavens.
She can heal?
Feel the wrath of the goddess.
Bruh. They might have broke the game, man. They might have broke the game. What the hell? We got Human Torch and Jubilee team up. Game is broken. The game is absolutely broken right now, y'all. You about to have team ups they weren't even planning on having. They're just gonna pick a random character with another character. Just like, oh my god, there's like nothing they can do against this.
Hurricane incoming! The wind burns with fury!
Damn. Yeah, we might be cooked, man. We might be cooked, y'all. Wait, is this that one that pierces? Oh, he gets like extra range on it. The Moonlit Slash. Is this new or did he have this before? I feel like this is one he might have had before. No, he didn't have that before. I'm tweaking. No, I'm tripping.
Psionic arrow. Full volley.
Damn. That man Zokai is eating so good, but I'm telling you, all the characters that he plays are just kind of like crazy now with the team ups. And they still got that BS in the game.
A sea of pain!
A sea of pain. Do y'all see this shit? Is her ult just shooting squids now? You said it nerfs Hawkeye?
Another chance to strike.
That's a good point. I wonder if these do apply to rank. That's interesting.
There and back again. Fist unleashed.
I feel like they would have specified if they didn't apply to rank, though.
Storm.
If not, that's interesting. So I'm wondering if these, like, if the ones they're showing are like the base ones for like the hood, the team up. You don't actually need the hood in the game, like, to get these team ups.
Things are looking bright.
What does that do? What did that dash do? I don't think it healed him.
A healing gift.
Why is he not? He said a healing gift, but he's not healing him.
This should catch him.
What was that? Blood moon? So, like a little mini Moon Knight ult?
Beware, conscious fist.
Squirrel missile. That's the same one with Iron Man. Yeah, that's what I was thinking first. I was wondering why they were showing team ups for him that he's not actually out yet. I mean, not that Jubilee is either, but obviously she'll be out for the update. So. The top 100 hella here.
Cosmic rounds.
I can't wait to give Black Widow a try now, man.
Enhanced ammo.
I think she looks really fun to play now, but this team up with her and Phoenix, so that might actually kind of get a little crazy. And her and Hawkeye have a team up?
All systems.
Oh, they bringing back one of the OGs, my favorite. God, that was so fun. The Iron Man and Doctor Strange having that Gamma team up. And that was before I even really got into Iron Man. I was like a casual Iron Man player back then. I'm almost champ on that man now.
Gamma Pulse!
Like, as long as your team doesn't have crazy hit scan players on their squad, freeze. Iron Man and Thor, Thunder Overdrop. Oh, it's Rapskis for y'all. It's Rapskis for y'all, man. You see this? Just in time for the new skin too. Damn. Don't let me get a good Ultron player on my team. Don't let that happen. RJ, you run Thor. We'll get somebody else to run Ultron, and we just run Iron Man. Just go crazy on him. We'll just ban out Hela and Namor.
Spider bomb.
Wait, how many did he just shoot out? Was it like 4? This overshield thing is actually kind of crazy to me. I'm gonna be really interested to see how that plays out in match, because that'll alleviate a lot of, like, you know, healers having to just constantly just stay on you. Like, it'll give people more time to be able to, like, make plays and stuff. Excuse me. Wanda team up with Jubilee. What do you, like, detonate the stun?
The light fuels me.
God, allergies. Excuse me. Said nerf Iron Man. Nah, let Iron Man live, bro. Let Iron Man live. Been trash for a little bit. Let him live. You say she's just sleeping? We're all gonna simultaneously wake up like, damn, we had the best dev vision ever. Nope. It was all a dream. Boy, Bucky. Elsa Bloodstone team up. I'm still waiting to see if they gave him the ammo team up too, though.
Time to rearm.
Winter Soldier and Punisher. It only makes sense to give them a team up.
I'll take a stab.
Oh, so some of these people are just getting like little mini ults. Kind of like how Moon Knight had one. I like that Groot and Star-Lord team up. Damn, they made so many of these. I wonder how many of these like they had like made before. I'm not talking about like just like a couple months ago. I'm saying like way before, and they just didn't put them in the game because they were trying to like stretch it out or something. But you gotta think, this is a lot of team ups, man. Like we were saying 50. It's got to be more than that at this point. So that's kind of like the teleport, but he can also revive from this. But I was about to say, I was like, what's going to be the difference with the teleport there? Gotta get you some paddles, man, on that controller. The Star-Lord's broken. Here goes Blade. What we got with Captain America? That's my boy right there, cooking. God, I've been having so much fun with Blade. So much fun. Yeah, I mean, it was already officially kind of like chess a little bit, but now it's like just ridiculous because you're like, there's so many team ups. I don't even think you're gonna be able to like calculate for all of them. And then the fact that you have like the base one and then like the actual like one where it's like the full team up. And Blade and Moon Knight with another team up.
Shine with me.
She can heal while she's invisible. Or is that just the overshield? Yeah, most definitely. The one I use has 4 paddles on it. The Xbox Elite. I know a lot of like those scuffs and stuff. They only have like 2 of them. I recommend getting one with 4,
Step aside.
so that you can fully utilize it. Ayo, appreciate the 5s, Al. Appreciate that. W's in the chat. I don't know if is that how you pronounce it? Is it Zao or is it Z? I feel like I've been saying it wrong. I appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I saw they said they were gonna have them like loadouts where you could equip them.
Ooh, that tingles.
I didn't realize you could like these. Can I like other comments as well? Is that possible? Let me see. No, you don't. Okay, you don't like the. Yeah, I think Black Cat was the one that I really had to like mess around with. But what I ended up doing was like making stuff to where like you didn't have to press buttons on. Like for example, I put a lot of stuff to like her left click and her right click and stuff like that for like on the controller, for your joysticks. And I think like yeah, there was other stuff too that I had to do, but honestly though, I might just go mouse and key pretty soon here. I actually just got a, well, not just got it. I had it for a couple of months now, but Clara, the missus, she had actually got me this gaming keyboard here. I already have 2 keyboards, but they're like full keyboards though. So I might just go ahead and lock in and just start learning mouse and key. Let's get this back. I have a really nice mouse as well, gaming mouse. I don't know if I can lift it all the way up. Let me see. Yeah, this one right here. I'd actually bought this one for her for Christmas, but she ended up liking the one she had originally. She said this one was like making her screen lag. I don't know if it's like something with her monitor. Maybe we need to get her a new monitor or something. But controller is fun for like certain characters, but then like whenever you need to, I think like the thing is that if you guys ever notice, like Kingsman actually plays on mouse and key, and then he'll switch over to controller for certain characters. So like if I'm playing melee and stuff like that, I don't really necessarily like need to be on keyboard and mouse. But like whenever I'm playing hit scan, it definitely is a lot easier if you're on keyboard and mouse, obviously, right? So
All charges stand.
wait, what's modded?
Doing this.
Oh, okay. You have a custom pro controller with shifters. Shifters, you mean like paddles? Because that's what I have as well. I've been using paddles since like Modern Warfare 2019. I can't go back to a standard controller. I was playing on a standard controller not too long ago at my brother-in-law's house because he wanted me to like take his controller and like show him how to do some stuff. And I'm just like, bro, how do you like play with this where you have to like take your fingers off the controller or off the buttons to press stuff? I was having to explain to him about
This book has pictures.
paddles and stuff like that. What team up is this? This is Deadpool and Hell. Jeez, I've been talking for like 10 minutes, and I probably missed so many. I'm gonna have to go back through this and just meticulously watch this. There's just way too much to even explain. Somebody's gonna make a breakdown video. Bro, who are we banning? You're gonna be cooked regardless. You're gonna put all this time into thinking about who you're gonna ban, only to get absolutely slapped by a team up you didn't even know existed.
Wait.
What did they remove from his upgrades? I saw him open the book, but I was kind of talking at the same time though. Yeah, nah, man. We might as well just go into rank for the vibes, bro. Might as well just go in for the vibes. Either that or we get on console so we can have some semblance of superiority. Just so we can feel something again, you know? Black Cat and Spidey got a team up. Okay. I'm still seeing only one dash though, man. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm gonna have to relearn how to play Black Cat. I tried to play her on stream the other day when y'all asked me, and it was disgraceful because like I had learned the character a very specific way and a very specific play style, and just something as simple as her not having that dash, that second dash, like completely threw my whole play style off. Because I always use the dash to like get in and get out. So now I'm having to like overthink it, like how I'm gonna approach fights and stuff like that. Yeah, man, we're gonna have to be in rank for the vibes, bro. We're gonna have to go in just assuming that it's gonna be an L. That way, if we win, we're just like, man, it's crazy. But I think between me, you, and Arden, we should be all right. Arden is RRC. For those of you that don't know, one of the more goated players in our server. It's pretty much between like ADF, Zokai, Ardent, which is RRC. There's a couple other ones, but like we have some amazing players in the server. If you guys haven't joined the server, I recommend you join it because after this, we're gonna be playing some quick play and talking about it. Okay, Kitty, we see you.
Monsters of the deep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So many people were like, yo, we're here for the power fantasy, the hero power fantasy, and it looks like they just gave you everybody that. But it's, you know what's gonna be crazy is that they said that the what is it, the pros and stuff when they have their tournament that they're having, I forget exactly what it's called, MRC, whatever you want to call it. They said that they're gonna be on this patch. I talked about that in a video before about like I thought that's why they were really hesitant to make changes this big to the game, because you have the pros who learn how to play the game, you know, a very specific way, and changing stuff up like this is just gonna be like, I usually don't really watch the pros as much. Like I'll watch like little compilations here and there or specific matches that people talk about where maybe a character got used that doesn't normally get used or something. But for the most part, I'm not like somebody who sits there and watches it 24/7. Good to see you back. Oh yeah, bro. The balance team, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, man. Like, how long have we been watching this now? Like, just the team ups? And I mean, like, some of the team ups we already had a lot of them, right? Like, but still, you couple those with the new ones, the ones that they're bringing back, plus the ones that we already had, and the fact that you don't actually need both the characters on the team to get a lot of these team ups, or really any of them. Except obviously like the upgraded version of them. But yeah, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy, man. Any day of the week. I forgot you do play Namor, don't you? I'm having a brain fart. What was your name originally before you changed it, Jim? Yeah, that'll get you in a top 500 company after that, man. It's like, so tell us your skills. What's your work history like? It's like, brother, we get some adjustments here. Oh, they're still playing music. All right, let's see. Perfect sync the mass again. We change it to season. We want to adjust efficiency. Yeah, this is gonna be a lot of stuff to go over here. I don't know how long they're gonna leave this up. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna have to look at this differently, like through like Twitter or something. I'm sure they'll drop these individually. Reduce health, base health from 275 to 150. Wait, what? And a 125 regenerative shield. Okay. Oh damn, they're going through it too fast, man. I can't read it that quick. Team up anchor 5% bonus. Just pay 275. Okay, so a lot of these are just like they're just saying that they added the regenerative shield. So I wonder if the regenerative shield is for everybody. Okay, so Moon Knight's getting a little bit of a buff. We might be able to actually play Moon Knight again. Looks like he got a increase to his ult, but that's fine though because you get your ult so fast on Moon Knight. There's nothing. Ayo, appreciate the 5, Monkey. Appreciate that, man. Or Seti. I don't want to call you Monkey, but Seti. Appreciate that. The balance team got tired of trying to nerf and balance 20 things at once. So they said everybody gets a team up and y'all gonna like it. And that's a fact, man. That is a whole fact. And that so many people were like, listen, this is supposed to be a casual experience. That's what they said to begin with. You know, and the game has already been that. I've been saying for a while, they had to pick a side, man. They got to pick a side. You either cater to your 98% of people that get on here and just want to have fun with Marvel characters, or you try to make a super competitive game and you cater to that maybe 1%, right? It really is, Zokai. It really is, man. Oh, it changes when you're in live chat. No, I mean, like, what do you go by in the Discord? There was another. You have a different name. For some reason, my brain is just not remembering it right now. We played together a million times. I just can't remember. I'm talking about your Discord name. Nah, don't delete MK, man. Leave MK alone, bro. They made him absolutely dog water. This is coming from a champion Moon Knight, man. They made MK dog water. I don't think he should be as good as he was before, but I also don't think. I think there's a sweet spot, right? Like he doesn't need to be, complete dog water, but. To be what, RJ? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, hey, we already felt like competitive was kind of dog water a little bit. Most of us honestly felt like that. The matchmaking was crazy. But still, like, oh, Chaos Gems. There you go. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, for some reason that name was just not, yeah. It was not sticking with me. The hood is gonna be a poke tank character, somewhere between DP and Strange. Where are you getting this from, Ardent? Where are you getting that from? Are you just you guessing, or we got leaks or something? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like, why he putting question marks up, bro? What's RJ doing, man? Man's at work fried right now. You said matchmaking for comp is fine. I don't know. Maybe it's because I've been playing toward the end of the season, but it has been absolutely atrocious. Like it's felt like literally like there is no in between. I cannot remember the last time that I had an actual like close game. It is either stomp or be stomped. Piera, there we go. Piera. All you and all these names. Yes, I was like, you had a name that I called you. It's like you and Goddess. You're like Goddess is Goddess. You're Piera. Yeah, I knew there was something. Russian roulette. Yeah, yeah. No, I do have that old man memory, bro. But I've always been bad with names, though, man. Like names, for some reasons, like I can remember dates like it's nobody's business. I can remember like actual events, pretty much whatever. But it's like with names, I mean, you see that all the time. We'll be talking about something. I'm like, yeah, what is that character's name? What is that movie star's name? What is that rapper's name? Like whatever. But yeah, first thing to go is the brain, though. What's good, Goddess? Is that you? You didn't, Goddess? You didn't change your name too? Or has your name always been this in the actual? I'm so used to seeing you on Discord and in the game versus in the comments. I always recognize you from your profile picture. Yeah, man, it's just names do not stick with me, bro. There's been people I had to tell them like listen, I'm probably not gonna remember your name. Like you'd be somebody I see every day. I'm like, I probably won't remember your name for like a month and a half. Like I'll be able to say it for the first few times, and after that, I'll be like, yeah, what was your name again? Like they just do names do not stick with me. You said you got your government in the chat. We're gonna disregard that. That's not her government. She's trolling y'all. Don't go looking her up on like Instagram and stuff and bothering her. Unless that's what you're looking for. I don't know. That might be your thing. Matchmaking for comp is horrible. Yes, it is horrible. It's terrible. Comp matchmaking is absolutely atrocious, man. It feels so much worse than any other game that I've ever played. Any other game that I've ever played, once you get out of certain ranks and you start getting up to like your peak or whatever, or your ceiling, so government messes up your name all the time. But yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it really is bad, especially like online because people will have like different names and stuff. Oh wait, did they just? Oh wait, no, I don't. We don't want to watch Light. I mean, I don't have a problem with them, but Can you not? Can y'all? Okay, we're going back to whatchamacallit. All right, so let's get in here. Now we want to go here. Yo, that was crazy. That was a lot of stuff. Way too much stuff. Here, let's go into the server. Let's go in here, and you guys want me to do a stage? You guys want me to do a stage in the server where people can talk? What's up, Xiao? Or Z? You gotta tell me how to pronounce that. You can't join my Discord. Why? Why can't you join? Is the link expired or something? Because that's been the same. I've had that same link in there for a minute. You want a stage? Let me know in the chat. You guys want a stage, or you want to just do some quick play, and whoever's in there can talk. Because your account's too new. I might be able to manually let you into the server. I don't know, because I do have it set to where like it has to be like 7 days or whatever, but I may be able to whatchamacallit. Okay. Ayo, appreciate the 10, RJ. That's the GOAT. W's in the chat for RJ. Let's get it. Let's get it. It's my guy right there. It's a free-to-play game with comic book characters that shouldn't be taken too seriously anyway. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I do think that they should make a separate mode where maybe this stuff is tuned down, because I'm naturally competitive. I enjoy getting stomped on and stuff like that in the right circumstances to learn the game. I enjoy playing with better players, going against better opponents. But I also do understand that the majority of people just want to play the game and have fun and live out their experience, right? So appreciate that, RJ. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll probably just do a stream. Zal, DM me on Discord, if you can. I don't know. Yeah, I'll try to get you in manually. I'll see if I can do that. Console Discord. Yeah, I mean, but you can do it on your phone though. You should be able to just do it on phone or tablet or whatever. You don't have to necessarily do it on your console. If you have an account through Discord, you should be able to just download the app and do it that way. Okay, yeah. You should be able to go into the WIC log, I believe. I'm not gonna do it on stream though. I have to hide the screen. But yeah, I'll go in there, and I think I haven't ever tried it before, but I think I can like bypass it myself, or like maybe I can just deactivate it for the second that you need to be able to get through or whatever, and then turn it back on. So you got the power now. All right, I'm gonna start a stage. Where is the stage at? Is this stage? Yeah. So we're gonna start the stage. Let's talk about it. All right. I'm gonna do that. All right, we're starting the stage. So you're gonna be crashing out. I can't hear call and play the game properly at the same time. The thing is that the stage isn't really for people to like play and talk at the same time. You'd have to kind of like pick one, one or the other. But like as far as like when you're playing the game though, once you join the server, you can just you can from your console you can pick whatever channel people are in. Like if we're in quick play or something like that, one of the QPs, you'll be able to like join it from there. Because I have to do that sometimes when I play with people on console, like in our server. So a lot of people in here. A lot of people. Let's go. Let's go. Pick a struggle. Yeah, Zal, let me know if you try to join, and I'll through my phone I'll see if I can, because I don't want to do it on the screen here, but through my phone I'll see if I can do it. All right, let's see who wants to get in here first. Who wants to talk about it? See, we got some new folks in here. We got Eve, we got Taylor, a few other people. So let's see. Raise your hand if you want to join the stage and talk. All right, we got one here. Up. Also, too, beforehand, no profanity, no crazy language. We're live right now, so anybody does that, I am going to have to remove you from the stage. Just to forewarn, there won't be any exceptions. So just think about that before you go into it. All right. All right. Let's wait. I don't forgot how you invite to speak. There you go. All right. Yo yo,
Yo, what's up, brother?
what's going on, fam? Doing all right?
Happening, man? Yes, sir.
Yep yep yep.
Looking at some of these changes here,
Mm-hmm.
significant.
Mm-hmm.
So I think overall
Hold on one
the
second.
changes
Pressure.
that we,
Zokai, do
oh
it on your phone or something. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
no, yeah, so I think the changes that they sent out were pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely see a good mix up out there and not the same old, whether if it's poke or the same old brawl,
Mm-hmm.
we're getting some better stuff out there. The only disappointment that I'm still not seeing, and we're coming up on 2 years, is what are we going to do about these throwers?
So wait, say it
I
again. You
like
said
everything that
what are
I
we gonna
saw.
do about what?
The throwers.
Oh yeah, yeah. That is a good
Yeah.
point. That's a very good point.
I love the changes. I think the changes that they made were really good.
Mm-hmm.
And because it just all the team up differences, and even is good for vanguards too, because now the vanguards looking like they're getting some love in there too, which
Mm-hmm.
is great. And they can try to force a 2-2-2 lineup, but it seems like um no matter how much changes they do within the abilities in the game, because they all
Your phone's breaking up just a little bit, buddy.
at my in-laws right now. I apologize.
Oh no, you're good.
Um, but the game itself is fantastic, and I think everybody kind of agrees with that. It's just what can we do about these throwers? Because
Mm-hmm.
that's what turns the game away. Because me and my wife play, and we've been playing since season 1,
Mm-hmm.
and we peaked Celestial, and it's like, man, like you can play all you want and grind all you want and grind for hours and get nowhere. So all these changes right here that they made, even one of my buddies who we was just talking about the changes, he was like, but do I got to still play with the same people? And I'm like, well, yeah, the same people are going to be there
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, that is
So
true.
I think what they did is good. I think gameplay wise, character wise, team up ability, change up wise, fantastic. I
Mm-hmm.
think it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
But are we going to still deal with the same throwing problem that frustrates everybody?
Mm, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I have been seeing reports of people starting to get like compensation for throwers. Which some people have said they said they weren't going to do that, but there's definitely been some people in the server who've like posted screenshots where they've gotten points back. I haven't personally. Whenever I report throwers, I actually had a really bad thrower yesterday when I was playing rank yesterday morning, and he was literally in the next match going against me. And magically, he didn't throw when he was going against me, but he was on my team and wanted to throw. So you know
And
what I mean?
yeah, and that right there kind of, it's the same old story that we've been talking. You hear it from everybody, from all over the place, no matter what rank you're in,
Mm-hmm.
from bronze all the way to one above all. You're getting the same story of, hey, like this guy's throwing my game or whatever the case may be. They have to find a way to control that. And
Mm-hmm.
I think if they find the way to control that, this game will elevate to where pretty much everybody think it should be at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see Art here, buddy of mine. He's saying he doesn't think it's a solvable issue, but I do think it's a solvable issue. I think that hardware bans need to be a thing. I hate it for people like if they go to sell something. Like personally, I don't believe in buying used parts for like PCs and stuff, but like, it would suck if you go to like sell something, you go to load up your game or whatever, and you see that you've been hardware banned or whatever, and obviously you're not going to have refunds because you're buying it like person to person. But I just think that would deter a lot of people. I mean, it's going to have some unfortunate side effects, but I mean, aren't there other games that have like hardware bans and stuff like that? Or at
Yeah,
least IP
and
bans. I mean, IP bans, there are ways around that, to my understanding, but still, though.
and it should, right? They should have it. If your account gets a certain number of complaints, same complaints
Mm,
to that account, it should eventually be banned, right?
mm,
I don't know what that number should be, whether if it's 5, whether if it's 10. I don't know what that number should be, but if you get a certain amount of bans, that account should be banned. period, or your hardware should be banned from the game because you're a known thrower. And obviously, me, I'm a little bit older. I'm in my almost mid 30s
Yeah,
here,
same.
so you know, kind of grew up on the like, hey, you ain't gonna just beat me. I'm actually fight back, you know. But a lot of these dudes don't do that. It's weird.
Yeah, yeah, understandable. All right,
Yeah.
you got anything else you wanna add in? I'm gonna try to
No,
get some
brother.
more people in here.
No, brother. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Changes
Hey,
is good.
yeah,
We just need to um, hopefully deal with the throwers here in the future.
yeah. No, those are all valid points, man. I appreciate you coming through, giving your thoughts on it, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, you take it easy, buddy.
You too.
All right, let's see. Now, who else wants to jump in? Raise your hands if you want to jump in. You first come, first serve. Firestorm. All right, let's get you in here. Remember, no profanity, crazy language. Besides that, you should be good. What's going on, Fire?
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
First off, I want to say the one thing that guy said about um, if you report an account enough, it should be banned. I feel like a lot of people would probably false report accounts and wrongfully get people banned, so I don't know if that's a viable solution.
Mm-hmm. No, and that is a
Yeah.
good point. That is a very good point because people just, I've seen people like they'll be in quick play and it's just like, I'm gonna report this guy because he played a character I didn't like or something. It's like, brother, that's not you know what I'm saying. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. But and it does kind of mess it up for like the legitimate ones and stuff. But I think that the onus should be on the company themselves to actually analyze and look at certain situations. Like if you see certain people just sitting in spawn, during ranked matches and stuff like that, or people, just crashing out, racism, misogyny, stuff like that. Yeah, you do need to start actually taking some action on some of these people. What are your other
Yeah, there's
thoughts?
some obvious.
I'm sorry, go
Yeah,
ahead.
there's some obvious tells on when people are throwing like jumping off the map or purposely standing in spawn and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Language, by the way.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Language. But yeah, so what else are you thinking?
I really like that everyone is getting a team up and there's certain characters no longer stuck in anchor jail not getting anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like Rocket before, I really liked playing him, but then when he lost his penny team up, he was just back to being an anchor and he was so boring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now my
Yeah.
new main Gambit's finally getting something.
Gambit's your main. We were playing the other night, weren't we? Quick play. Weren't you in there with me the other night? We were playing.
Yeah,
Yeah, you were
yeah,
cooking,
I
aren't you?
was.
Aren't you like a champion torch? I believe. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, also Champion Torch.
Where'd you get this thing for your Discord? The torch. That looks like the actual comic one. Where'd you get that from? Is that another server other than like the
I think it
actual
was just
rivals?
on. It was just on the Discord shop or something.
Ah, okay. I didn't know they had a shop just for those. I thought that only came from like those little like events they have.
Mm.
I'll have to check that out. But yeah, I'm actually really excited about the team ups too. I think that that's kind of wild. I don't know how they're going to balance all that, but they spoke on it and said that they were going to be watching it and be very vigilant over it. So I guess we'll have to wait and see until they actually release.
Yeah, I don't
Any
think I have anything else to say. So,
No? Okay, we appreciate you. We'll run some games later if you're on. It was fun playing with you the other night.
all right, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Audience. All right, who wants to get in next? Gotta raise those hands. First come, first serve. Shino. All right, Shino. Just remember, no crazy language. So I'm surprised you ain't raised your
Yo,
hand yet, man. You must be digesting stuff. What's good, Shino?
I mean, I've been good.
Yeah.
You know, my my goat, Mr. Fantastic, looking good.
Okay.
Looking
Okay.
like Popeye with the thing team up.
Okay.
You know, it's great.
I actually think I
I'm
missed that when
definitely
I think
start
I was
locking in
talking
on
about something.
play.
What's his team up do now?
Uh, I mean, with things like he like stretches some big ass like some big hands.
Mm-hmm.
He can like grab and punch people from like
Mm.
distances. I was like, okay. And then with Rocket, like the updated version with that team up,
Mm-hmm.
his meter go to 200, and
Mm-hmm.
we pop his ult. Look like he's CC immune in his ult or something, or his
Okay.
radius is more bigger. And yeah, Cap still looking good.
Mm-hmm.
I could finally get to experience the Thor team up. I never got the experience. I wasn't playing cat back then. Now I can.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, I think that's
Great.
actually a new one, isn't it? That's not the same one. Or do they bring another one back? Because I thought I can't. There was so many of them. I thought the one that I saw was something that was different with Cap and Thor, or no?
I don't remember. And then the
Yeah.
Bucky one, I could care less about that. I don't really like that one, but yeah, Venom,
Okay.
that Phoenix and Venom team up. I'm at start. I gotta unretire with the Venom. I'm retired. But overall, I enjoyed it. It's gonna take me a long time to get used to all this team ups. So yeah.
Okay.
That's
All right.
about it.
Well,
I just
I'm
don't
glad
like.
to hear it, man.
The only thing I don't like is this ain't no comp changes, man. That's about it.
Yeah.
You know? That's about
Yeah.
it. Bro.
Hopefully, more toward the mid-season, they'll start implement some of that stuff. I think that they wanted to get like the more fun stuff out of the way to bring a lot of people back and get a lot more people interested in stuff. But I do think that's kind of like the other side to that coin, where they're gonna have to you know what I'm saying, like work on like with Pressure was talking about earlier, like with comp and throwers and just different things that people have been asking for them to change over time. So you there, Shino?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, all right. You got anything else you want to add before we get somebody else in here?
No, that's it. So
Okay.
So
We appreciate you, brother. All right. Who else wants to get in here? Zokai, what are you doing, man? Ardent, what are y'all doing? You're not being camera shy, are you? What's going on? Raise those hands. Oh, we got a Goddess over here. All right. Let's get Goddess in here. Oi.
Dark.
What's going on? You doing all right?
I'm great. Taking a little break at work because I was watching the stream.
Ah, okay. It is still kind of early. You in the same time zone as me or no? Is it almost 5 for you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you should be getting out of there soon, no?
Yep, almost quitting time.
Yeah. Good. So what are your thoughts? I know you're excited for the storm changes here.
Yes, I love how they kind of glossed over it, but then again, I noticed it immediately because I was just like, okay, we got the whole big picture for Widow, which was granted needed because Widow is known as the Marvel Rivals national throw pick. If you're going Widow, like randomly in a game, people already know you're throwing. And I've definitely gone into games where I've asked people if they were picking Widow off off rip, are you playing Widow to play Widow? Like just a genuine question. And it's been met with like mixed reviews. Some were like, yeah, I'm playing Widow. And then some were just like, oh, I don't know, they banned my character, so I'm throwing. It's been a 50-50, but I always try to like make sure when I'm asking them like, hey, this is a genuine question, are you playing Widow to play Widow, and do you know that if Widow does not work, are you going to swap? So just making sure to spread some more positivity among the team, try to start out positive versus starting out like, oh, GG's, they're throwing whatever. So Widow had her moment. I'm glad that she's getting her rework. She looks a lot more fun to play. I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
I was looking for anybody saying anything about Storm because like I'm very active in like the Storm subreddit and watching videos and everything because she generally does need some type of something to her kit. I am happy that they are giving her team ups because it kind of felt like she was also in team up jail where she only was really shined when she had those team ups. The Firestorm one was beautiful. It was great, and I'm glad that I get to pick that. It looks like they buffed the Thor team up because before, when it was first launched, it was abysmal, and that's just putting it lightly because it barely tapped anybody. So I'm glad that it got a little bit of a buff so they could add it back to her. And we're getting Jeff Nato, and that looks like that also got a little bit of a buff too. So hopefully I do see a lot more storms being picked. So we'll see about that. I do see that they shadow dropped Storm and BP having a team up that I don't think anybody noticed. But we'll see about that just because it looks interesting on BP's end. But once again, she's in anchor jail for that too.
Yeah.
So, but I mean,
no, go ahead. I'm listening.
go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm listening. Go ahead.
So I am excited about what they are bringing to this. For that, I love that, you know, more characters that have been weaker in the meta are getting something. I it's always going to be a double-edged sword though, because you have all those characters that are already meta. Now they're getting those team ups that were absolutely headaches to deal with. Now they just kind of get them for free. And that's going to be, I feel like that's going to be a whole different can of worms. But they did say that they will be implementing, you know, emergency like hot fixes and stuff like that if things get a little too crazy. So of course we're going to have to see on day 1 and day 2 how that's going to work out. I do see that they didn't mention anything about ranked, and to be honest, I don't even know how you would address ranked with the changes that they just made. So we're definitely going to have to see on that as well.
Yeah, those are good points, valid points. So, you got any other thoughts or anything?
I'm excited for the new season. Jubilee looks very fun. I'm glad that they made her a strat, just because, you know, strat mains have been, you know, we needed more people there. We needed more sustain. I'm also glad that strats are getting some of their team ups back, because, you know, for a lot of strats, people are still trying to force specific strats for you know, the 2-2-2 comp, and it doesn't work very well. But now that they've got a little bit of buffs to those team ups and they're able to choose them, hopefully that means a little bit more survivability for strats now, especially since Dive just got a whole new pick me up. So, you know, RIP the backline.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Zhao, are you in here? You were asking for my my Discord handle. It's I put it in the chat for anybody that needs it. If you need to DM me like directly to get into the server. I don't know if you're in here though, but if you are, try that one. If that's not the one, then it's just X Father Dark X. All right, go ahead, Goddess.
Yeah, so I'm definitely really excited about, you know, strats having a bit more survivability in the game, just because it's been a heavily debated topic and for months now about what to do with strats, whether there's too much healing, whether there's too little healing. I still see it on the other side where strats are kind of still getting blamed for certain things because people do not know how to take less damage. The new map looks fun and it looks like it has a lot more cover. So for anybody that's a DPS or a tank main, you got cover now. So there's no excuse. Just because I was watching that very thoroughly. But yeah, there's a lot of good things that are coming through. I know we already touched on the rank thing, but I guess that's the best thing or question I have in my head is how they're going to limit all of these abilities for ranked. And we still have the number one problem of double bans. We still have double bans in ranked. And I've even had dialogue with the other team, both of our teams, like have had dialogue. We're like, okay, how did the same character get banned twice? Like that's 2 bans that we just did. And then you know, some people got curious and they reached out to the enemy team and they said, did y'all ban this character too? And then some people were like, nah, it was like a 50-50, or we 50-50 banned them, or like the 1% ban went through and it was still a double ban. And they claimed that they were going to fix that a long time ago, and it still hasn't been fixed.
Yeah, you know what's funny is that like that always seems to happen. Like you'll like the whole team will pick something in agreement, and then you got that one person that just goes, nah, I'm gonna pick this other thing, and the 1% always goes through. You're just like how's that a thing?
Yeah, it happened to me the other night. I did not understand how that happened. I think it was like a 70% ban on Cyclops, and I think Penny won the ban at like 16%, and it was a double Penny ban. And I was like, how are we doing this? Y'all said it at the beginning of season 8, or somewhat the end of season 7. They're like, oh, we're gonna fix the double bans, and the entire season I ain't seen not one double ban not be fixed. So
yeah,
but I guess that's just my whole thing. Somebody's saying that we might have a support, another support strike, and I definitely believe that now that Dive has gotten almost all their annoying team ups now, and then some changes to certain team ups, the backline is cooked.
Okay.
The backline is cooked. If you don't have really good like people that playing support, they're gonna get dove every time. And this is gonna be another issue of, once again, for anybody listening, if you are a DPS or a tank, or really more of the DPS, peel for your backline, because it's about to be even worse this season. It's about to be even worse.
Yeah, that is true. Got to peel when needed. All right, guys, you got anything else you want to
Yeah,
add?
but those are my 2 cents. No,
Yeah.
that was my 2 cents. Thanks for letting me be on the soapbox.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, no, no. I appreciate you coming through.
No problem.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna get Arden in here first, and then I'm going to do Seth and Archron. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Let's see. Invite you to dang it. Invite to speak. Boom. Oh, now Zokai want to speak. Yeah, matter of fact, I'm gonna bring both of y'all in. You gotta take turns. It's good,
Yeah, my
gentlemen.
spot. That's fine.
No, no, you guys are good. You guys know how to you play with each other every day, so y'all know how to like go back and forth with the banter.
All right, man. You said it before, but I need you to say it out loud. How you
Mhm.
feeling about that widow change?
I'm feeling like they're cooking, bro. It's a W. I'm actually really excited to play her. Zokov, what about you, man? You there, Zokov? Going once, going
All right,
twice.
so the patch notes actually dropped. They they changed a couple other things. So ult abilities are slower again,
Mm-hmm.
but DPS ults didn't get changed at all. So I guess DPS are supposed to be ult merchants. Oh, what's up, Zokai?
You,
All right, I
you
got it working. Sorry, you can
oh, there
finish.
you go.
Yeah. So I guess the change is that tanks and supports, having hypothetically more powerful ults, although not in some cases, are going to be a little bit slower than DPS who need their ults to actually be able to do their job. I think that's an interesting change.
Okay.
Now back to Widow.
Yeah, we need the resident widow in the
Are
server's
we talking
opinion.
about Widow?
Yeah.
Oh, brother. Well, 455 days is how many days it took till she finally got a change or a buff. Um, I am extremely happy. Okay, I am so unbelievably happy. And she finally got addressed, got a seemingly a good rework, kept her sniper identity, incorporated some lore for people that care about her lore with the what is it, the Widow Bite. I mean, I don't know anything about Marvel, so uh, I wouldn't know. But just a bunch of good quality of life changes. No stamina on her sprint anymore. Um, changed her ult to her old ultimate into a normal 10-second ability. Well, that's great. Uh, what else did they do besides the DMR primary fire now? Um, I don't know. Just everything was so good. I'm so happy about it. I think she's gonna be an actual viable pick. I'm not gonna be called Zaza for picking her anymore or for losing with her. That'll be great. Um, yeah, I mean she was really bad. Just one of the few characters where every time they got a new team up, it got progressively worse. The Hawkeye one being her first one was the best one. It was the only time her ultimate was useful.
What team up did she have with Hawkeye before? You're talking about something that was before, not the current one, right?
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, back in season 0, I think season 1,
Mm-hmm.
uh, she would press the Hawkeye ability. It would
Mm-hmm.
create after images of everyone, kind of like Hawkeye's ultimate.
Oh wow.
And then you could use your ultimate with that and shoot. If they had 2 after images out, you could one shot people with it. So
Damn, I did
that
not
was when
remember
her ult
that
was.
team up. That's how little I ever see
Well,
Black Widow. I don't even remember that team up.
yeah, it was extremely rare in the first place because you had to play Widow, and then you needed a Hawkeye,
Exactly.
and then you needed to know the tech, which
Mhm.
that's why it was so rare and not known. But
Just out of
that was the
curiosity,
only time her ultimate was.
what did you think about the Penny team up? The one where she has like the shield and stuff like that?
I didn't fully dive into it yet, but
Mm-hmm.
it looked good. I mean, the first one with the shield with Panther, her
Mm-hmm.
rate of fire is a lot faster. Plus, you get
Okay.
a shield, I guess, to protect your nest from poke. But of course, I'm gonna have to get the game and fully test it out and look at the description and what it does. But I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it looked good. I was pretty happy about both of them. So
Okay. Now back to you, Arden. What's your thoughts, man? I know you had a lot to say during the whole reveal.
I'm so happy that release tank pool is back.
Mhm.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
Now you
Having
brought
a
up
viable
something
poke tank is just huge.
really quick. You brought up something I had only saw it for a split second. Did you say they was it only for the team ups that they simplified his abilities like in the book thing or whatever, or is that just how it is now?
It looks like they changed the book.
Mm.
It looks like you now only have your weapons upgrades, and then the second page is the alt upgrades.
Mm.
I'm curious because that would mean that you get all of your dashes at start, and you get your buffed shield, which I think is good because the ramp up really like made him inaccessible for people on the lower end of the skill scale. Because you've watched me play him, I don't even bother to take pictures because I can rank him up so fast.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're on the lower end of the skill scale, those pictures are a huge part of how you gain experience and get your levels on them.
I honestly didn't even know that's what it did. I just thought it made you invulnerable for a second. So like that way, if you were getting
It
like
does that
shot
too.
at while you're weak, you'd have time. Because can you get healed when you're in the picture mode or no?
No, no, you can't. You
Okay.
are iframed through the entire thing,
Okay.
which is good because if you could get healed, then it would be broken.
Yeah.
But it is something that high elo Deadpool players do. They leave one of the ults unupgraded so they can use that iframe.
Okay. So you're saying that once you upgrade one of the ults, that you can't use the iframes anymore? You can't use the picture?
So once you finish all your upgrades, you can't use the iframes anymore.
Okay. Okay. That's actually kind of wild. There's so much about Deadpool I don't know.
There's a ton of technique. There's a couple of other ones. We can talk about those later because I don't necessarily want to talk about them.
Yeah.
And risk Xiong finding out about them.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I'm excited about the strat changes. For those of you who don't know, I am a recovering tank main, and I've been playing strategist for basically the last 2 seasons on the ladder. And I play everything, in quick play, but on the ladder, strategist mostly. I think everything that I've seen on the strategist changes is good. I am not as worried as Firestorm about the buffs to dive. I don't genuinely think that dive is going to be strong enough in most of the game to impact strategists. You're going to have to learn to turn and look at the other strategist. But other than that, I think they're going to be eating good, especially if you've mastered the movement on them.
Okay.
Except for Strappool, who basically got deleted. Losing 5% of your healing is a massive nerf.
Didn't know they did that to him.
Yeah.
But he was really, really good though, man. Like really, really good. People that knew what they were doing on Strappool is like ridiculous.
Yeah. 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 You can't. Well, I mean, you can dive him, but you can't dive him effectively. So for those of you who don't play at the high level, there are five if you count Jeff, strategists who are considered to be mostly undivable. And Jeff is like a qualified one because you can dive Jeff and Rocket on certain characters, but not on a lot of characters and not on a lot of dive characters. BP and Cap are the only ones that can effectively kill them. So you have Ultron, who can't really be dived. You have White Fox, who you die if you dive them. And then you had Deadpool, who is similar to White Fox. If it's a skilled player, if you dive him, you die. So I still think Invis is broken as a former tank player, mostly because the shield doing the slow no matter what is just painful. I hate that. I think it should only work if you use the shield on somebody else. And even then, I'm kind of like iffy on it. The ult by itself having a slow effect is probably enough.
You're saying that if she uses it on herself, you shouldn't have any slow like for the enemy player, but like if she's using it on another teammate, then it should. Is that what you're saying? Just make sure.
Correct. I think that would be a good change they could look at as an experiment to make Invis slightly less terrible to play into.
I'm a little bit biased only because like I think I have more time on Invis than any other support in the game. That's my support.
It's going to be interesting because she lost 15% of her healing. So I'm not sure that she's an anchor or anchor healer anymore. I'm curious because if you look at strategist numbers like Luna and Luna and Invis were fairly close, except when you started to have longer games, and then Luna broke away from her. The only person who could keep up with Luna is, ironically, Stratpool, who only lost 5% of his healing. So,
yeah, really quick,
I think there's a lot.
Zhao in the YouTube chat said this man is speaking 100% truth. Yeah, prior to him joining the server, he was like one of my main consultants in the comments. Whenever he gave breakdowns on stuff, I mean, not that I don't listen to all of you and take all of it in consideration, but this is one of the main people that and this is RRC in the YouTube chat, by the way. But this is one of the main, like, I'd say top 10 commenters where when he'd leave like a small Harry Potter book in the comments, I'd actually take the time to really read everything and digest it and go back and forth with him. So I'm glad he's in the server now so that he can because he's a very, very good and very knowledgeable player. But go ahead. Actually, him and Zokai both. Okay.
I'm gonna let Zokai talk about the DPS changes because he plays DPS way more than I do. But I gotta say, the Iron Man changes and the ability to pick your team ups, I'm very excited to try them again.
So many options to choose from. Like, it's going to be a hot minute before people really start to even like there's so much stuff that we've forgotten. I've been asking people about stuff and they're like, oh yeah, I don't even remember that. You know what I'm saying? It's like 50, 60 different team ups. And the fact that like you don't even need the person on your team to get that initial team up is kind of like crazy if you think about it, man. Like there's just going to be so much to choose from.
Because he's one of the big Avengers, and he's just been so terrible for so long. I'm excited to see what he's like when you have the option to pick your team ups into what you're playing into. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I'm almost a champion Iron Man, so I'm ready and excited for it. But I appreciate it, man.
All right, Zogai, you can talk. You can talk about these DPS, please.
I got nothing else. I want to give other people some time, but just W update, whole new game. I can't wait to test out everything.
Same. I'm right there with you, man. Well, gentlemen, I appreciate y'all coming up. I'm gonna let Seth and Archeron get in here. I'm hoping that's how you pronounce his name. I hope I'm not saying that wrong. But
I think it's Acheron.
Acheron. There we go. Is that from something or no? Nobody knows. I just noticed you have a.
He might be old school. It might be a reference to the old game, Acheron's Call. Who knows?
Okay. All right. Well, gentlemen, I do appreciate it. I'll talk with you all in a bit. All right, let's get. I think Seth was first before I brought them in, and then we'll bring you in next, buddy. What's going on, Seth? You doing all right, man?
Man, honestly, it overall looks good, but I do think I'm less worried about the patch at the lower levels and more so at the higher levels. Yeah, first off, as a Storm main, collectively probably have 1,000 hours on Storm.
Good God.
Hitting Unity on Storm several times. I'm like perma-banned anytime I do any scrims with y'all if I pick Storm. I go in a different account because if I play on Storm on there, everyone knows my Storm. Like, I will get banned from scrims
if I go in with... I've ever played against your Storm before. I don't know we had a crazy Storm play like that in the server. You play customs or just scrims?
Customs, yeah. A couple of customs, I'll go in there and everyone just bans my. I play one game on Storm, and the next game I will never be able to play Storm again. So I literally go on the customs maybe like once every 4 or 5 months.
Just hope they forget after a while.
yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, so I mean they just nerfed to me like losing the 5% damage. Yeah, like I get it, but she needs more. I don't think she needs mobility. I'm the type of person where I like to play off meta characters and then figure out how to make them work in the meta. So I typically hit Eternity every full season. At the end of every season, I'm hitting Eternity one tricking Storm.
That's wild.
Like a 56 to 60% win rate. She's honestly really good, but the more characters that we put in, these team ups, like Storm is such a like a ban base like character in my opinion, meaning you have to ban the right things in order to have success with Storm, unless you're duoed or running in some sort of group where people are listening to you in comms.
Yeah.
Because as a Storm main, I tend to start fights off high ground, which sounds weird, but high ground behind cover because I need to look at the whole battlefield and see what they have. And then I can go to low ground and figure out how we're going to pick apart the team and who we need to be targeting and, what cooldowns we need to force out. Or you can flank now on Storm ever since they added that shield. The wind, you can go in 1v1 a couple of duelists, even like a Hela. Like if Hela doesn't hit a headshot past 30 meters, you can actually kill a Hela in a 1v1.
And what's her shield now?
Her overshield, it gives you 25% every hit of overshield.
Okay.
So it's her tornado mode, which I personally think should be the default mode. I think it doesn't teach people how to use Storm correctly when they go in on Thunder mode and you're relatively slow. Her base speed is the same speed as every other character in the game, except for Wolverine. I want to say it's like Wolverine, Thor, and Black Panther. They're all like 7 meters or 6.5 at base, but she's as fast as Johnny when she uses her speed boost in Tornado. Or I think she's like 0.1 meters slower than Johnny is. And everyone talks about how she needs a buff to be as fast as Johnny. It's like, she is. You just can't waste your cooldowns. But
I only
I'm
ever
just
used the wind
frustrated.
form like to get out of situations. I would always use the electricity and try to stay low to the ground. And then like when I start getting shot at, then I'm like, all right, I'm out of here. Wind form.
Yeah. I sit and win most of the time to get the overshield, and as the team starts taking damage since you pierce, then I pop the damage boost when I see them wanting to, get away or people start getting low, because those are like 4 or 5 easy shots that you don't have to aim. Once you pop that, and you just go get one pick, swap back to wind, and then then I can get back to cover or be moving around, moving my strategists around, my tanks around as we need to get back, and ultimates come out. But yeah, I love playing her. I just don't understand why they're not adding more abilities to her base kit, like Chain Lightning as a team up still. Maybe I didn't understand it correctly, but you still have to have a Thor to run Chain Lightning, right?
That I didn't miss. I missed that because I'm sorry, not thought, but I was looking at like the rain one. Doesn't the rain one do healing? Is that the one? They showed a few different ones
Yes,
for her.
but that's also, you have to now have a Jeff.
Okay.
And I think Jeff is a really good support, but the type of team that a Jeff would be great with is a dive team, and Storm is not a dive. So the higher rank you go, you want to be matching up strategists with what you're running. You don't want to really be running a White Fox with a Storm.
Yeah,
because that requires Storm to get over to the White Fox, and some of these support ults are a lot faster than what Storm normally moves without a cooldown, so it makes it really difficult to actually ever be in a support ult, and makes you have to play more passive. So
who do you
it's
prefer
a little frustrating.
healer wise, like to have on your team when you're playing Storm? Who's your go-to? Like when you see those supports,
C and D. I was
thinking
Rocket.
that
If I can have a C and D Rocket backline, like most games for me, that's perfect, because even if I'm playing against a Phoenix, I only need one kill to kind of set the reins, and depending on what they're playing, if it's a front to back comp, Storm is going to get her ult almost all the time faster than a Jean. If they're playing a Dino or an Emma, and even if they're playing brawl tanks, like even better, because every shot is going to do damage. As long as they don't have a ton of dive where I have to be peeling a ton, and I don't get to constantly be putting pressure just down lanes like at the symbiote map, like Storm gets ult fast, I'm gonna go and ult the Rocket who's sitting all the way in the back, get rid of the res, and then I'm gonna get out. Either I'm gonna kill the Rocket, or I'm gonna force them to do a support ult early, and I'm just gonna go back to my team and make sure that my C&D matches. Now I don't die. Phoenix still has her ult. She hasn't used it. It's like at that point, as soon as the Rocket ult comes up, we're going to kill the support instantly. Phoenix is going to use her ult. Their support is already down, and they've lost the fight. And Phoenix wasted an ult. So I just think they needed to add a little more to Storm, a little more love. Adding 5 to her piercing, I don't think is going to be enough. I think they should have added more shield. But yeah, that's just how I feel. I also think as you get higher up, dive is already so strong. Most comps that you're playing when you're in, C1, Eternity, you're playing against these one above all players. It's going to be a Cap, it's going to be a Venom, it's going to be a Daredevil, and then if they add in another dive, like a Spider-Man that I had to play one game with 4 dive characters, and then a White Fox and a Rocket in the back, it's like, you're also now adding additional healing onto these characters that didn't need it because they're already super mobile, that they can just get a health pack on their own. Like Spider-Man never struggled getting a health pack. Daredevil, he can block and he's going to go get the health pack. Magic, I don't understand the fact that these people that have high mobility are getting the health pack versus people who, might be a slower character, and are so dependent upon supports that being out of the fight for 5 seconds is basically nothing.
Yeah.
Like, that's, to me at least, at a high level, that's basically no time at all. Magic can sit back there for 5 seconds and dive right again, and supports won't have those cooldowns again. So, but I also know the higher you go, you get better supports. But people are starting to ban those supports that are really good against dive, or they'll ban, your rockets. They'll ban those, Jeffs and whatnot, and kind of try to force you into a front to back comp, or force you to play dive on dive. And whoever gets those kills first. So I think it'll definitely be an interesting season. I do like the idea about what they've done with all the team ups, but I kind of like what Gata said. I think double bans has to be a thing. I mean, sorry, double bans can't be a thing. Like, with this many team ups, like, it's insane. Like, there's no way to really account for exactly what you're going to play against. Whereas now it's relatively, dimensional. You have an idea of what you're going to be playing against and what you're going to be banning every game. Now it's like anything and everything is on the table, and it's going to be really interesting to see who in the top 500 or who in these higher ranks stays in these ranks, and also who all of a sudden starts to climb up.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people are going to get a lot more viability than they did before.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably going to be weeks before we even start realizing like what are probably like the best bands, because every time you probably think you got it figured out, there's going to be 10 more team ups where you're like, I didn't even think about that, People are going to stumble into broken comps, not even meaning to, so.
Yeah. Do you usually play? I know you've been on a kind of a DPS time right now. Yeah, Arc. Thank you. Are you excited for any specific team up? Or I know Iron Man in particular he's really strong against Storm. Like, I actually don't like to see an Iron Man.
Yeah, I've never really, as an Iron Man player, I've never really feared seeing a Storm. Now, don't get it twisted. There's been like probably 2 times where I went up against a Storm that was just on it, and it took everything in me, and I have to get pocketed while I was going up against them. But 9 times out of 10, though, it's a situation where I'm like, oh, Storm, I'm just gonna go Iron Man real quick and make them swap or whatever. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so with Iron Man, I am excited. I'm glad they're giving me like the Gamma team up. I'm interested to see like with the Thor team up as well, because I'm usually using this chest beam like 80% of the time if I can, if they're allowing me to.
Yeah.
The Moon Knight, I didn't see the patch notes like because they were going through them pretty quick, and I haven't had a chance to actually look at them myself. But I saw that they made his ult charge a little bit longer, but it looks like they gave him a little bit of a buff to his damage, which I think is fine because they kind of nerfed him into the ground. He was terrible to use. I'm a champion Moon Knight, and he just was not fun to use at all. I really wasn't getting a lot of value on him. I don't think I saw any blade changes. That's who I'm lording next. And everyone else besides that, though, I think definitely Widow. I'm going to be giving Widow way more of a try now. Usually when I used to play her, it was like I would tell people when we're playing in the server and quick match, I'm like, guys, I'm about to throw this match or whatever because I'm playing Widow and I'm terrible on her. So I'm definitely, somebody was talking about it looks like a foul from like Call of Duty, like FAL. Where the fast single fire and stuff like that. So I'll definitely be interested in that. But I'm also interested in some tank stuff too, because 9 times out of 10, whenever we play rank, I'm usually the person that has to go on tank. RJ, even though this man's like goated tank player, he's somebody who's retired from tanking this guy over here. But yeah, so I'm definitely interested like for the Venom changes. I kind of want to mess around with Magneto and see what's up with that. There was so many of them. Like I've forgotten way more than I remember of all the different team ups and new abilities and stuff like that they're adding in. So there's just a lot, man. Like I said, it feels like a completely different game now going into it. It's like I don't think there's any character you're gonna pick where you're like, oh, there's not something I could learn new on this character now, or some kind of tech or whatever.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. But yeah, you got anything else you want to add in? I know Artron's been waiting for a minute.
No, just the last thing is I think God has talked a little bit about having to ask about if a Widow is throwing or whatnot. I feel like getting in some of these higher ranks, your C1s, your Eternities, when you see a Lorded Widow or a Champion Widow, I don't think there have been any games that someone has been wondering if they're throwing.
Yeah.
Like, they are so diabolically strong. like some of these Widow characters are extremely good. You see a Mantis and you see a Widow, and you're just like,
oh god, it's
it
over.
doesn't come up all the time, but
Yeah.
when it happens, you know, as soon as your support's out of position, they're just going to get picked over and over again, and because they can run and they can stun you, it's really hard to contest them. So I am excited to see how Widow is going forward, because it seems like she's still going to be strong, and especially I think there's going to be a, you know, kind of a rise in Mantis as well. So I'm excited to see the meta kind of shaking up.
Yeah, just to add to that really quick, there's been a few times in videos where I've told you guys the legend of like the Widow Smurfs that I've had in my rank where I have not been able to kill these people. They have went like 30 something and maybe died once or twice to just something they couldn't get away from, like a, you know, a well-timed Iron Man ult or Moon Knight or something like that. But outside of that, like no matter how I try to dive them with whatever character, whether it was Daredevil, Spider-Man, like nothing, it was just like they were just uncontestable. And like I said, Zokai is actually an amazing Widow player, and like I said, I've been running into more and more lately, like in rank, that you can tell they're just really, really good. And if you don't absolutely like coordinate dive on them or something, they'll live forever. So
100%, yeah.
yeah,
I'm glad other people are saying it too.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing it for a while. That's why if I ever do, because I am a Lord Mantis, but if I ever do see a Widow on my team, I'll at least give them the benefit of the doubt and try to give them that constant damage boost so they can get the one shot off if possible. So, you know, but yeah. But all right, buddy. I appreciate you stopping through and giving your thoughts and opinions on it, man. And hopefully you'll start coming around more, and your storm won't be getting banned as much. So the customs.
Maybe I can teach some storms, so someone else can want to play them as well.
You know, I was gonna say really quick too. You need to drop some like show your stuff or just like drop a video or something and tag me in it, because I definitely want to see your storm gameplay, because I don't think I've ever had the pleasure. I am interested to watch. So.
Yeah. I'm happy to. We can link up and do something maybe sometime next week.
Yeah. Or like I said, or you can just jump in some quick matches with us whenever you got a chance and you're free.
Oh, true. Yeah, I think we're friends. We're friends on Rivals, so I'll go ahead and I'll shoot you an invite.
Yeah, if you see us on here in the quick play, just let me know. Definitely run some. All right.
All right, man. Sounds good. Thank you.
It's a pleasure. Later, buddy.
Bye.
Yeah, there was something that I was going to say that somebody had said in here. Let me see if I can find it. There was something. Let me see. Sorry, I'm about to bring you up in just a second. Or actually, I'm gonna bring you up, but just give me 1 second here. There was something somebody said in the comments that I wanted to speak on really quick. I cannot remember. Give me 1 second. I might have to scroll up some. What do you play? Did 2 types of nitro? I'll see it as soon as we start talking. Oh yeah, I think that's what it was. Zal, you're talking about the content for when they do like these tier lists and stuff. That's all that is. You guys gotta not pay tier lists nearly as much attention as you do. The tier lists are just, that's what it is. Everyone's tier list varies. Half these people purposely rage bait you all by putting a character they know is good in a certain section. It's just engagement. I do it in shorts sometimes. I'll make a top 10 list and say these are the best skins, and then I'll put like a skin that should be at number 8 at number 2, not because I actually think that's where it should be at, but because I know there's going to be 100,000 people that will go in the comments and say that's not where that's supposed to go, you know, and it literally does nothing but pushes the video further and further into the algorithm. Sometimes I do it in videos as well. I'll purposely say that I think something or I don't think something just because I know it'll get you all talking. Sometimes I ask you questions when I know the answer, just because it just gets the conversation going. But one thing I do want to ask before this individual starts talking, who is going to be the new throw pick now? If Widow is not the throw pick anymore, who's going to be the new person? Because throwers aren't going to magically just go anywhere. So who are they going to pick now to symbolize that they're throwing the match? Like Hawkeye, like what are they going to pick? Let me know in the chat, in the YouTube chat, just out of curiosity. But go ahead. And also too, how do we pronounce your name? Just for clarification.
Acheron.
Acheron, there we go.
It's Acheron.
Sorry, you've been really, really patient, buddy. You got the floor.
Yeah, so with this whole like all the team ups thing, it kind of feels like we're going back to season 1, where the whole kind of like there's just a bunch of broken things running around. So like that feels like it's gonna be really fun, you know. Well, not season 1, season 0. Yeah, returning back to how the game was when we first started. Yeah, also I play Storm as well, so fellow Storm in here, but I'm like way more casual. So really excited to see her actually be buffed, have that team up back with Thor and everything. But another thing that's like really standing out to me right now is that I also play Hela, and in the patch notes they're allowing her crow to be able to free fly instead of being locked in one direction now, which is
Mhm.
like gonna make her even better than she already is. Because being able to reposition without people knowing exactly where you're gonna end up, makes it harder to kill you. So
Hmm. That's crazy. So explain that the whole thing with the crow to me. Are you talking about the crow that you get once you eliminate somebody? There's him.
no, no, no. So her movement ability, where you turn into a crow,
Oh, you're saying you can just
normally,
free fly now.
yeah,
Wow. Is it
yeah,
still the
it's
same
not
amount of
gonna be
time or is it
locked in the
longer?
direction you were going. It's the same amount of time, but you're not gonna be locked in going one direction now. So
Hmm. Light's gonna hate that. He did a whole entire like tangent about talking about how like when you have these hit scan characters and these like long range characters and stuff like that, how they shouldn't like have like escape abilities. And now the fact that what I'm saying, you still have it, but like now you can just control where you're going. He and people of that same mindset are not going to like that at all. I always thought
I
it
mean,
was
yeah.
fine because
Plus,
you were able to just predict where they were going to go based off of what direction they flew away in. It was a very short period of time, so I would usually save a dash or something for when they come out of it. So I never really cared as much, but I know it irritated a lot of people.
yeah, but now because you have to remember that she has the slow fall as a passive, so she could
Mm-hmm.
just go right up and then just start raining projectiles down
Mm-hmm.
on you.
That's a fact. And did you
Yeah,
see who the team up was with? Where the one where like when she shoots her ult, it just shoots like the squids. Was that for Namor or for somebody else?
I'm pretty sure that was a Namor.
Okay, because I know she had another one that was similar, but it wasn't for Namor. Who was that? I think it was like her and Thor, right? Like when Thor eliminates people, it basically leaves the squid behind, just like
Oh
with
yeah,
Namor.
it's with Thor and Loki. So basically, when she got a kill, after like soon after they died, they'd be revived immediately and all that.
Mm-hmm. Are they bringing that one back or
So
just the one with the squids?
well, I think they would. I mean, it is a season one team up. They brought a lot of those back. So
Yeah, yeah. I was kind
season
of
zero
talking
team up.
at
Yeah.
that point to the chat, so I was kind of like paying attention here and there, and like missed out on some of them. But I actually really liked that when I liked when they did that, where they had like the family or the group team ups and stuff, where it made kind of like lore accurate sense and things like that. I really enjoyed it, but I know they wanted to kind of cycle those out here and there and stuff like that. So
We'll say though, we obviously won't know until we actually start playing the season. But real all these changes really gonna call into question where like how's the balance between damage and healing gonna look now? Because obviously healing is getting a bit nerfed, damage is getting a bit buffed.
mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, seeing White Fox getting more health for her ult is amazing because she was getting taken out way too quickly. So
Oh yeah, I was cooking white foxes, man. Especially now that I'm playing Blade, I would just dive straight on her and just absolutely explode her, bro. Like just go crazy in life steal form. So yeah, no, she was
yeah,
definitely.
not
I
even
mean,
that,
even
just
the
getting
fact that the displacement and stuff, how you can just like web her as Spider Man and completely just remove her from her team and stuff like that. There's a lot of things that kind of I was like, but I'm sure
yeah,
better players than myself
she
made
has
better
one.
use of it.
Also, seeing Mantis with that getting that new team up with Star Lord to have like to increase her healing.
Hmm.
Really happy about that because she'll actually be way more viable. I'm a Lord Mantis, so
Hmm. Yeah, same. Yeah, I
really
love
excited to
Mantis.
actually be able to play her without feeling like I'm throwing the team.
Yeah, I don't think like when you're a good mantis, I don't think you're throwing because the thing is like I feel like what you're lacking like in the sustain, you can make up for like in getting eliminations. You know what I'm saying? It's not always gonna work. Sometimes you do need that sustain, but at the same time though, like I said, there's been a few matches in the last couple of days they're really intense, and I just kind of took a gamble and said, let me switch over to Mantis because I feel like being really aggressive or whatever. And then two, if you're smart with like who you're damage boosting on your own team, you know what I mean? Obviously you're doing it at the right time, you're just outputting so much damage that like you know what I mean, like you're not constantly needing to just sit back and like heal bot like you are with a lot of other characters where you got to really be choosy on when you can get in there and start DPSing. So but yeah, no, I definitely do prefer to play her more like in a 3 support comp if that's the case.
Yeah, plus with all the improvements to dive, she's actually going to be really useful alongside Luna because
Hmm.
that sleep ability. Yeah,
Oh yeah, love it, love it. That was the first way that I learned how to take out Spider-Man was whenever he would go in on me, I would just sleep him, buff myself, and then give him a couple headshots, put him to sleep. So but yeah,
yeah, that's
so
pretty much all I had to say.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you being so patient and waiting for so long, buddy. I apologize. I had been asking Zokai and Ardent to come in and give their thoughts on it since before we even started the stage. But I appreciate you being so patient, though.
Yeah, if you want to know where my username comes from, it's a reference to Greek mythology.
Oh, okay. And who was
One of
that in
the
Greek
rivers of
mythology?
the underworld. The Acheron is the name of one of the rivers of the underworld.
Oh, okay. How many rivers are there? Do you know?
There's 5.
Just 5? Okay. I'll have to look into that later. That's interesting. And what about that one stood out to you that you like so much?
It's just a cool name.
Just a cool name? Okay. I didn't know if there was some specific lore to it that was really interesting or something. But that's cool, though. I appreciate
Well,
it.
it is also called this is also called the River of Pain. So
River of Pain. See, that's what I'm saying. That's tough. That's a tough name right there. You use that for your IGN as well, like your game name?
no, but well, actually no, yes I do because I just remember that I changed my username recently. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's a tough name, man. I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate it. All right, we got anybody else that wants to join in or no? Anybody else want to give their thoughts or opinions? Raise those hands if you do. Anybody before pressure? He's already been in, so if anybody wants to jump in, now's the time. Going once, going twice. Sold. All right, let's bring him in. All righty. What's going on, pressure?
Hey, my bad, bro.
Oh no, you're
Just
good.
another
Good.
comment. But yeah, so another thing that I had too is that I think we need a little bit more shield tanks in the game too. Maybe just 1 or 2 more into the game, right? Instead of having to always pull out a mag or having to pull out Strange, just give us another good shield tank. And Emma has her little quick, shield that she uses, but I don't necessarily consider her shield tank. But I
No.
think I think they should bring in another shield tank. I know the Hood is more than likely not going to be a shield tank just based off of how he looks, but I think NetEase needs to figure out who's going to be the next shield tank, bring in the next shield tank, because most of the tanks we've been getting have been like kind of off tanks, like your rogues and stuff like that. And I think the next shield tank should be hit scan. Don't like, for example, Mag and Strange is projectile, and it's sometimes when I'm on Mag, I'm like, dude, like if it was just hit scan, I would like delete more people often than not, because it's all slow and you have to get with the rhythm of being a mag all the time and all that stuff like that. They gave us a nice decent shield tank hit scan. I think that will balance out that tank roll too, which would allow more people to get on tank, because obviously we know there's a deficient of players in the tank role. I kind of did the same thing most tank players did, where I was like, all right, I'm done playing tank. Enough of this role right here. It's miserable. You don't get no points even when you're climbing. Like, you get less points than the other roles and everything. So I think they should kind of incentivize the tanks a little bit more so that more people can start playing that role again.
Yeah, most definitely. We definitely need all the tank players we can get. I think a big part of it is that, yeah, you're right. You do have a lot of people who have stopped playing tank. That's definitely one of the main things that I see in like the comment section, for example. Anytime that I bring it up, most people are just like, yeah, we got tired of it, or we've started playing other roles, etc. It was a thankless job. But then I think a lot of the problem is too is that on the other side of that coin is that you have good tank players rank up a lot faster. You know what I mean? Like, naturally, it's just going to like rank up faster. So once you're in certain ranks, you definitely will start to notice that deficit, and you'll start to be that solo tank. But once in the beginning of the season, when people get in early, when the rank resets and stuff, they're ranking up way faster. So that's a big part of it. It gives this illusion that there are no tank players when there definitely are, because my enemy team always has 2 tanks, and they always have the exact tanks that we need. Right? But on my team, though, it's always like, I'm just like, okay, I guess I'm going to I'm solo tanking, I'm cooked, whatever. But
always, and
yeah,
and you really start to feel it when you climbing through GM, right? So with my wife, I would say she generally I flex. There's probably about 5 characters that I cannot play efficiently, and because I choose not to play efficiently, so I flex super hard all the time. And my wife, she's a really good strategist, but she
Yeah.
flexes also into the DPS and tank role. But when we're in our roles, like because I started off on tank, so I have to consider myself a tank main.
Mhm.
When we like start climbing through GM, I'm getting 21 points while she's still getting 24, 25,
Mhm.
right? And
Yeah.
my stats could be very efficient for that tank role, whether if it's I did 50, 60K damage blocked, so on and so forth. It's ridiculous. For example, I was right before 8.5, I went 101 and 19 on Devil Dino and still only pushed out 21 points.
Mm.
It's sick. It's sick. And I was like, as a tank player, it doesn't make me want to continue to play tank. You know, if I can get more value jumping on, and I do it, I'll jump on DPS, for example. I'll jump on Cyclops. I drop 70 on Cyclops, 24, 25 points per game.
Mhm.
I jump on Gambit or Invis or whoever, 24, 25 points. And it's just like that tank role needs to be incentivized more than they've been doing.
Yeah, that's a fact. I agree. I definitely
Yeah.
do agree.
So I think if NetEase can eventually kind of get there, granted, I rather the thrower problem be dealt with first
Mhm.
if they can, but they definitely need to incentivize that tank role so we can jump in those games and have a 2-2-2 lineup
Mhm.
instead of having a solo tank or whatever the case may be. Shoot, I won games where I was like, I'm not tanking this time, and whoever else don't want to tank, and we won with 4 DPS.
Oh yeah, I've won with some crazy comps, man. And
Yeah,
it usually starts
it's
out the same way. You're just like, you know what? I'm not doing this role. I've been doing it all day long, and everybody else has the same mindset. But somehow it just works, you know. And then you go in with 2 tanks sometimes, and you don't really realize it. But maybe your second tank isn't actually a tank player. They just did it because someone asked them to. And the enemy team's got like people that actually are like on their roles. So you know, I do feel that people being comfortable has a lot more to do with it than just having certain comps, right? Like if you, yeah, of course, if you have certain comps like 2-2-2-2 or whatever, and people are actually comfortable in those roles and understand them, yeah, that's one thing. But it's another thing, like if I ask you to play something and you never played it, just so that we can have that there for like intimidation factor, that's not necessarily going to do anything all the time. So
yeah. So, I mean, we'll see how it continues to progress. I know a lot of people was kind of leaving because of how the algorithm of the game is, where you're like, hey, I'm on this 9-game win streak, and then you jump on a 14-game losing streak right after that.
mhm.
And I know a lot of people would leave that. That's another piece to I think that NetEase needs to work. I don't think they're ever going to work it because I think that's what they want their game to have, right?
Mhm.
Because it keeps you engaged. Because I look at myself sometimes and I'm like, why am I still playing this game? If I go on these crazy win streaks and then these miserable loss streaks and then it's win loss, and then it's like then you go on another loss streak and then the win streak comes back.
Mhm.
It's super weird, and it's a super weird thing. I think most of us never experienced an algorithm similar to this, and then you have the times where it's like, hey, you can't play on the weekends because of high volume. You can't play on a Thursday because of this, and then you can't play at the end or the beginning of the season. All that is weird
Yeah,
for a video game.
yeah,
All that is weird.
that is true. It's a valid point.
So I think if we can start fixing, don't get me wrong, I love the team up changes, the hero changes, the widows, the all the team, all that is great.
Mhm.
But we got to start looking at the small things that is making this game insufferable.
Mhm.
And I think once they do that, this game will be damn near perfect. Excuse my
I,
language. Sorry.
oh no, you're good. You're good. I agree. I agree. But you
Yeah.
know, it's just one of those things where you know everything in moderation, right? Like one thing at a time instead of trying to like overload stuff, right? But no, they definitely need to just keep working at it. They're doing good right now, doing a good job, and I think that now that they've kind of got like the fun stuff out of the way, I do think that next that is where you need to lock in and worry about the stuff that doesn't sound as fun to like the general public, but the real people that have been here from the beginning who play this game every day, day in and out, the really competitive players, you can also make them happy by doing a lot of that stuff as well. So
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's all I had, brother.
Okay.
Keep racking out, doing what you're doing, brother.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you coming through.
Yes, sir.
All right, take it easy, boss. All right, so I think that we're probably done with the stage, unless there's somebody who just really quick, anybody at last second want to jump in or anything like that. If not, though, I think we'll be done with the stage, and RRC wants to jump back in. But yeah, once we are done with this, I'm going to take a short little break and grab something to eat, and then I'll go and jump in. I can stream if you guys want me to, but we're going to play some quick play and stuff. Let's get RC in here.
Sorry, your retired tanks have been talking.
Oh no, you're good.
One of the things that you asked is like, how can we fix the tank problem?
Mm-hmm.
And I dropped into your comments and I said, I genuinely think at this point they need to just give you +1 point for every 25% of a game you play tank. At the end of a game, if you play tank the entire time, you get +4 points, which negates the tank tax. So this is like when you get to Celestial, you play tank. You play a game, you do well, you're not going to get MVP 98% of the time because your DPS get all the kills. So you get +18, +17. Sometimes you might get +19, +20, depending on how well you do. But most of the time, you're not getting that. And the flip side is, if you lose a game because you're the tank, you die every fight you lose. So you end up -25. So you have to win 2 games for every game you lose. And just saying, hey, you do 25% of the game on tank, you get +1. You do the entire game on tank, you get +4. That changes everything around. Suddenly you're getting 20 points for a win, and you're only losing 21, 22 points on a loss. Now, the problem is, as you noted, the tank tax is a problem for high elo tank players. It is not a problem for low elo tank players because, if I win in gold on tank, I get +40. It's
cooking on that
it's
one.
not an issue.
I've only gotten like maybe 33 at the most, and that's like MVP, killed everybody, like Dolo.
Yeah,
So.
but this is, I'm playing. If I'm playing in gold, I don't belong there.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm getting 20 eliminations, or 20 final blows on Angela in gold, which is just absurdly out of norm for that hero. But yeah, that's the
RJ
the low elo tank doesn't have problems.
RJ dropping another 5 W's in chat for RJ. Appreciate the support, man. Appreciate that. Rose said, just want the stage in the chat to know for Asgard. That's a whole fact. Always for Asgard. Got to get to Valhalla, bro. What were you saying? Sorry.
Yeah, and to Firestorm's point, like, good tank work rarely shows up on the scoreboard. Like, people are like, oh yeah, you guys get tracked on the damage you block. I'm like, that's a terrible standard. A good tank doesn't block damage. A good tank mitigates damage with cover.
That's a fact.
So, right, yeah.
Playing Thor, I've had to learn how to do that. Like, I used to just walk down main and just hope that I made it. Now it's like, no, I'm playing like a Call of Duty multiplayer. It's like I'm dashing from cover to cover. I'm hide behind this. It's like pretty much every map I know how to like get around without having to expose myself until the moment that I want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So like, and like your mag save on your support doesn't show up on the scoreboard. All that stuff doesn't show up on the scoreboard. So I think legitimately, like, they just have to go, hey, if you play tank for this long, you get +1 point. And if you play tank for an entire game, you get +4. And this solves the tank tax problem in the high elo and really doesn't do anything in the low elo. Because like, if you're already picking up 30 points for a win in gold, getting another 4 points is nothing. Like, statistically just drops away.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Again, yeah. No. Daddy pressure. The high elo tank tax is criminal. But this is why, and I talked to RJ about this. When you get to Celestial as a tank player, you drop into a lobby, and there's 4 or 5 people who can play tank at that level in your lobby, like every other game.
It makes sense. That's how they got there. They had to, learn how to play tank at some point in time.
Right. And a big part of that is that they get to Celestial, but because of the tank tax, climbing into Eternity is just, it sucks. Straight up. Because again, you got to win 60% to get to Eternity as a tank.
You said you have to win 60%?
60% win rate. They get to eternity as a tank.
At what point do you start? Does it start balancing out where you're not getting as much more for winning than you are for losing?
GM is where it flips. So like a loss in GM might be 21 minus 21, and a win might be plus 19. But when you're down in diamond, I would say it's probably like almost even in diamond. In the metal ranks, you get more for winning than you do for losing. Just for those of you who are unaware of how this works. In the middle ranks, yeah, if you win, you just get more than you do for losing. Like if you are getting more points deducted on a loss in gold or plat, you're doing something very wrong. Come through, show us your VODs. You'll get some coaching. We'll help. But once you're into the mid elo, you actually have to perform every game. That's the idea. So like metal is for learning how to play the game competitively. And then diamond and GM are where you have to elevate your game. So you start removing those things like not mitigating with cover. Like, so if you're strange and you stand out in main, you're not going to climb through mid elo. But once you learn how to use cover to mitigate incoming damage effectively, then you start to climb through the mid elo. And then you have the other problem, which is that dive has a skill floor that raises every time you move up an elo tier. So you have all of these dive players who get stuck in diamond and GM because they haven't improved their gameplay enough to climb anymore. But once you hit celestial, every single dive player is a demon. So
yeah,
they can dive, they can duo dive without even talking to each other. Like they just know how to do it internally. And then they're going to effectively kill you every single time they dive, unless you're playing White Fox or you're a goated Luna player or something. Like, in which case, yes, they're going to have a fight on their hands, and your team is probably going to have to turn around. But yes, no, these are
the
the
game
things
sense is
that you
just
notice
on a different level.
Right. Yeah. It's everybody's game sense is on a different level. So this is when you talk about progressing through the ranks, metal is where you focus your mechanical improvement. Mid elo, so like diamond and GM is where you have to develop your game sense to a point where it becomes second nature for you to know where to look and know where to go. And then in high elo, you are eliminating all the mistakes that people make in the lower elos. So like celestial, you're like, all right, I can no longer mess up any of my cooldowns. That's how you have to improve the climb in high elo.
Yeah. No, I mean, all the stuff you're saying, I definitely, feel like that's the case. Like, you're not going to just get to that point without understanding all this stuff. And I think that's really interesting. Like the difference between how like high skill players don't necessarily need to coordinate stuff. They actually just kind of use what like I consider to be common sense. Like, for example, if you're playing like a dive character and I'm playing like a dive character, right? Let's say you're playing Daredevil and I'm playing Magic or something. To me, it would make sense. Like if you're focusing someone and you've been spending all your resources to get them one shot, but maybe they're patty caking or something, that's where I come in and I clean up with you. You know what I mean? And then we get out at the same time, and I watch you and pay attention, rinse and repeat. You don't need to tell me like I'm going for the back line. Clearly, if you're playing dive, you're going for the back line. Like, you know what I mean? In most situations, I mean, I'm sure there's exceptions to everything, but there's just basic things like that to me I would consider that to be common sense. But you know what they say about common sense, right? So clearly, it ain't always common.
So like there's also like there's a when you're duo diving, what you're trying to do is maximize backline presence. So you're going in one at a time. Because every dive hero has a limited amount of time they can spend in the backline, not counting Venom. So you have to make decisions like, I'm playing Iron Fist. I have 4 seconds in the backline. My other, the other person on my team is playing dive is on cap. They probably have 12 to 15 seconds in the backline. So what I'm watching is my cap going in. If my cap comes out at 8, I have to dive at that point, sustain for 4 seconds, so he can cycle back and then be in again and get his kills.
Jack and Jill.
Right.
Yeah, no.
And it's again, you get the higher elo. I don't have to calm that. Maybe my cap calms that he's diving now. I'm on Iron Fist. I'm standing, midline in front of my healers. soaking damage, getting them ult charge. And then as soon as I see my cat come back, I'm diving. I don't have to calm to him. He knows, expects. He expects that I'm going to fill the void in the back line.
Valid.
But yeah, no, I'm excited. The Widow rework, not just for the fact that I called that rework, but for the fact that it's the right kind of rework.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with the other heroes who definitely need something.
Are you
Also,
gonna be...
I'm again super excited to have release tank pullback.
Are you going to be giving Widow a shot?
I mean, I can play Widow. I'm not good enough to play Widow in my elo.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, props to 2B on that. Like I'm not him. You know, I play DPS relatively good, but it's definitely not my role of choice. You know, I can play Spider-Man. This is another thing. Like you get the high elo, you have to learn how to play Spider-Man to get to the point, hold the point, to force overtime. So like you have to learn how to play him.
Kind of like Strange. There's certain characters you need to know just for those situational type deals.
Yep. Yeah. If you like, this is one of the things that, you know, mid elo, if you don't know how to play Strange for Portal specifically, that's one of the things you might want to get in the practice range and practice. Practice how the portal moves, especially like through doorways and stuff, because that second that you gain not getting stuck on terrain when you're portaling is the difference between winning and losing.
Okay. Stormy, I thought you you had made it out of gold. I thought you and my wife weren't y'all queuing together? Because she's plat. So I'm sure you're not always in gold. But yeah, no, those are all valid points, man. I mean, luckily I already Lord Spider-Man. I need to get back on Spidey and start putting some more time in them because there's like the Spider-Man players are constantly always evolving, man. They've had to. Oh, you didn't make it to plat this season. Well, I mean, y'all should be able to get there in the last little giblet because you know, she's in there. So, but yeah, you know, yeah. So like with Strange though, that was something that I had to do because I'll never forget like the first time where our whole match depended upon me because I was the only person that had died right there in that last little fight. And somebody who used to be in the server, a really good player, 104, she was just like, "We need a Strange port." I was like, "I don't play Strange." She's like, "Yeah, but you're the only one at the spawn though." And I was just like, "Oh God, we're about to die." But you know, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Plus, because it was a big open area, so it wasn't like I had to worry about getting through doorways. But there has been plenty of times where like that split second of me, you know, like you said, knowing how to go through certain routes and certain doorways and stuff like that could have like cost us the match or whatever the case is. But I mean, I feel like it's just good to know how to play certain characters. I mean, I think it's one thing if you don't know how to play Hulk or something, but you should at least know how to play like a Strange or a Magneto, at least on like surface level, just to be able to like if you need that in that moment. Because a lot of times, obviously, that's gonna be better than not. So, all valid points.
Yeah, knowing the heroes that have those high utility abilities, that's pretty important. Spider-Man's mobility, Strange's ability to portal. Honestly, you should learn how to play at least one high mobility support. You know, if it's Luna, it's Luna. But you need to be able to play a support that can get back on point quickly if one of your supports swaps the Strange to portal. So this is like, you know, as you progress, you stop being a specialist and become somebody who can flex, unless you are a what we call a tank main, which is a flex player.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's just pretty much what you're going to be playing when you flex. Sometimes it be your own people too, like RJ, man. Sometimes you got a guy who's absolutely goated at tank and can play pretty much all of them damn near. But wants to go on a DPS villain arc and just leaves you to solo tank every game. You know, it'd be your own man's, like they say.
I can't hate on him. I can't hate on him.
It'd be your own man's. Well, he's lucky that I have more DPS lords now than anything. So, like I'll let somebody else have the fun. I'm just saying though, a couple games fair. We could have won, RJ, if maybe you would have put the mag in the bag and hopped on Strange, brother. I'm just saying. I'm joking. Give him a hard time. But yeah.
All right, I think people want to play the game now.
Yeah, I think people do. I'm probably going to take just a little quick, like 20, 30-minute break and grab something to eat. I'm actually going to see where the missus is at. She should have been home a while ago. But yeah, I'm going to see where she's at, and then I'll probably hop in some quick play and run it down. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good. Alrighty. I appreciate you, brother. All right, I think that's gonna do it for the stage. If you guys want, I'll probably do another one. Maybe like the day after tomorrow or something like that. What's today? Tuesday. So yeah, maybe one before the new season. Because I'm not gonna lie, once the new season goes live, yeah, you guys at best get streaming and some videos and stuff. So I think with how good they're doing right now, as far as like how they're cooking, you're probably not gonna be getting any crash outs from me for a while. So is what it is. But I do appreciate y'all coming through. Appreciate everybody in the Discord. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stage now. But yeah, so in that. And then I was just disconnected in him. There we go. So yeah, but yeah, everybody in the stream, I appreciate you guys coming through. I'm really excited for the new season. I can't wait. I'll probably be putting a video out maybe tomorrow or the day after. I don't know. It's probably gonna take me some time to digest all this stuff. I'm probably gonna have to spend like the rest of the night before I go to bed, like watching a lot of like the stuff from the trailer, going over like the nerfs and buffs and patch notes and just so many different things that there'll be that I have to talk about before I can even decide. It's kind of a little overwhelming right now, you know. Yeah, I'll leave this up as a VOD. The only reason I didn't leave the last one up was because we had a lot of people in the Discord and a lot of people came in. You had some people saying stuff they shouldn't have been saying. I didn't want to risk leaving that up, but I'll leave this one up though as a VOD. Usually it saves these naturally as a VOD, so can't be goaded as gold. You're not a gold player. You just happen to unfortunately be in gold right now, but you're not by any means a gold player. But yeah, so and Zal, I'm gonna see if there's a way to whitelist you in the server and let you bypass. I don't know for sure. I gotta leave the wick bot up because that stops people from being able to do a lot of the stuff they've tried to do in the past, like drop a bunch of inappropriate pictures and stuff in the server and just a lot of other spam stuff and trolling and stuff like that. So, but I'll see if there's a way that I can put you in and manually bypass you. I think I saw that before, or maybe I can turn it off for just a second and then turn it back on after I accept you into the server. So we'll have to see, but I can't make any promises though because I just don't know. I've never had to do that before with anybody. So, but I definitely will try this so we can get you in there. You can start playing with some people. The bot, it's just Wickbot. There's like 3 of them in there, but the Wickbot is the only one that has it to where like the account has to be a certain age because you know obviously people can just make brand new accounts, like they make a bunch of new accounts and then just spam, or you can ban someone, they make a new account and then just join. So that cuts out a lot of like the spam and stuff that people have tried to do in the past. But yes, the Wickbot, I think it's 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 the one right here. Yeah, the Wick, that's the logs for it, but WICK bot. Yeah, I was gonna chat GPT to be honest with you. That's how I figure out most things nowadays as an old man. So, but I appreciate everybody coming through though, man. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate all the support, all the donos. You guys are goated. Love you all. And I'm gonna go grab something to eat though, and I may start up another stream if you guys want me to. Let me know really quick in the chat if you want me to stream quick play or if we just play quick play and then do another stream the day after tomorrow or whatever the case is. So, but I appreciate you guys. I'm starving. I'm gonna go ahead and grab something to eat. Catch you on the next one.